let's get started. So yeah, I guess right now, before we actually jump into the adventure, if we want to run through the characters and everybody wants to introduce their characters and then share, if you want to share any details about yourself, anything you else want to talk about, we'll do that now. So if you want to kick us off.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. Hello, I am Ashley of Heart. I am playing a Rune Priest Barbarian hybrid, which is primarily a Rune Priest with just a bit more striker flavored into it rather than leader flavored into it, charging into the front lines, fighting stuff off. I also stream on Twitch occasionally. I'm excited for this game. I hope it goes well.
So my name is Chris, aka Taco Sandwich. There is a story behind that, however, I won't get into it here. I will be playing Willem Gamwell, who is a human bard. So I will be doing a little bit of a combination between at range, making fun of enemies until they die, as well as going in and hitting with the sword until they die. So little of both for the character. I also stream on Twitch on Tuesday and Thursday nights. You can find me at the username is Taco Sandwich 1, just the number 1. And I am actually just about to start 2 new games on there, so come and check me out.
I'll go next then. Hi, I'm Ulner of twitch.tv/Ulner. I am playing the Great Mesoparazzi, a goblin sorcerer with wild magic, meaning I'm probably only going to be casting Chaos Bolt and nothing else, and expecting it to be, as chaotic as possible.
I am your friendly comment section inhabitant, Indy Hawk. I am playing a Thrycreen fighter named Chisota. She owes a life debt to Mezzoparazzi for helping her out of a jam, and is prepared to get blown up inadvertently by said Chaos Bolts.
I'm Larry. I am playing Tane. I am a half-elf druid who really is big into protecting nature and turning into animals and clawing people up.
Awesome. What more can you ask for, right? So,
yeah.
All right. For those watching, I will have the character sheets over on my website, and I will put all the links that were just mentioned will go down in the description for the video, so you can check those out. And with that, let's move on to the adventure. So, let me make one flip here and get everybody moved. So the party met several weeks ago, performing a bunch of odd jobs in the Harkenwold region of the Nentervale, and which is down here in the southeast portion of the Nentervale. And you found that over the course of several weeks, you've been drawn kind of to the same type of work. As different jobs come up, you find familiar faces in each other at these jobs. This might be escorting caravans, making deliveries, dealing with some kobold threats or goblins, things like that. So you've developed a bit of a relationship. Some of you may have pre-existing connections as well, so you've kind of traveled together even a little bit before that. But that's kind of the more recent experiences that you've had. Over the past several weeks, as you've been traveling around this area, you've been hearing reports of different weather patterns, some where there's been some tornadoes and strong winds, and there's been some unexplained flooding. There's been some earthquakes even that have been getting more and more prevalent. And there's even villagers and travelers that you've come across who have started to share that they've heard stories about an ancient tomb that has been found and opened, and they're pretty certain that that's whatever's going on there is the cause of some of these weird things that are happening. As you've made one of your deliveries to the town of Dardoon, which is more on the very eastern side of the Harkenwold region, you come across the mayor, who's familiar with you because having done some jobs in town before, and he's really in a frenzy. He's all worked up and starting to panic because everybody's getting really upset about the things that are happening, and he asks you to travel to the east and see if you can figure out what's going on and to deal with whatever it is that you find. He's managed to collect a report, all the reports from the travelers, and kind of put together a map where he thinks this tomb is based on the things people are saying. And so he's able to provide that to you. And being the good citizens of the area that you are, you decide to head out one morning towards the Briar Hills, which is in the foothills of the Dawnforge Mountains. So you're just kind of over in the eastern, just across the river into these foothills, and following this map, and you get to a point where there's clearly a lot of activity in this area. You can see tracks of all kinds. Some of them are new, some of them are old, but there's a lot of activity as you get closer and closer to the spot on the map that it was being indicated. And there's one particular hill that stands out from the rest. While the other ones are more lush locations with nice green grass and some trees and things growing on, this one is covered with vines. It's got stones. It's got water seeping out from the edges of it, and definitely stands out. But the most notable feature is you can see that there is a stone archway with a door, we'll say a stone tablet, if you will, has been shoved out of the way and revealing the entrance to some sort of cavern. And there's a villager that is lying just south of this doorway, kind of leaning up against the sides of the hill amongst the vines and things like that. Doesn't appear to be moving at this point.
Oh no, is he okay? Like, I mean, to the group, not.
Oh no, how horrible.
Well, we certainly could go and take a look at him if we wanted to.
Yeah, I'm
I'll
gonna
check
say
him
if we
out.
see a downed person, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So I'm going to move down to, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna just go over to like right here. Do I
I'm gonna
recognize
go
him? You said he was a villager, so is this one that we've interacted with before?
He has a familiar face. You recognize him as somebody who runs a business in Dardoon, actually.
All right, I'm gonna give him a quick check over, kind of pat his cheeks. Well, I mean, first, is he breathing? Is he wounded?
Yeah, he seems more like he's asleep as opposed to unconscious.
Gotcha.
You know.
So yeah, I give him a quick pat on the cheek and good morning, Boyle.
He wakes up with a start and is like, hi, hello, thank goodness someone's here. Familiar faces anyway. I've seen you around town. Are you here to help?
I that we are. My compatriots and I have heard there was some issues here in the area. Figure we'd come by and lend a hand.
Yeah, we could use it. My friend disappeared in here a day ago, and I fear for the worst. I haven't seen him since yesterday afternoon.
Any sounds from inside? Anything that you could hear happening?
I peeked my head in, but there was a evil air blowing about and some weird noises. I didn't make it very far before I turned, and I tripped over the ground and fell and twisted my knee. And he was determined to go explore more, and so we kind of went our separate ways. And I've been waiting out here ever since for him to return.
Right.
Chisota's
I kind of look over at the others.
Oh, after you.
I was say I look over to the rest of you guys and did you get all that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Chisota narrows her mantis-like eyes and grumbles out to Mezzo Barazzi. Are these soft shells always so noble?
Well, yes, they like gold and they like glory and fancy things, so they help each other and they get things from it.
Interesting. Things. I like things.
Oh, I like
All
things
right,
too.
we'll help you.
The soul of kindness and decency you both are for sure.
Thank
know
We
you.
will make sure to find your friend.
Excellent. I fear for the worst.
Things have not been looking great ever since these doors here were breached, but we'll certainly take a look inside and see what we can do.
Very good.
Well, if we're moving in, I'll take a position up front.
So
I will probably kind of hang towards the middle. Most of the things that I do are buffs, so I'd want to be as close to everybody as possible.
Sure. Yeah, I have low light vision, so if I take a sort of corner position right here in the mouth of the doorway, could I see down either side of this path? Here.
Yeah. So here, let me. I'll give you a little bit of a.
The half
You
in,
mean
half
scoop.
out of character. How stealthy are we intending on being with this?
I suspect we're probably aware that we're walking into what could be trouble, so I think we'll probably be as quiet as possible. I certainly have kept my loot on my back. I'm not, like, strumming anything at the moment.
I rattle. I have a stealth of +0, so I rattle a little bit. Chain on chitin and all that.
So as you're standing there in that opening, you can hear the sound of wind whistling. You hear actually what sounds like some fairly fast moving water, and you get a glimpse to the north of what appears to be lava, and it is very warm coming from that side, whereas from the south there's a cool air that comes at you from the south.
Do we want to go for the hot foot, or do we want to go for something more comfortable?
I don't know that we have a particular destination. I think we should probably just see if we can find any clues as to where his friend went. Could I do like a perception or anything to see if I can? I don't know quite what would be the role there, but I just want to see if I can maybe find signs of where his friend had gone.
So do a nature check.
Okay. Oh, I'm great at those. 8.
Yes, that is impressive. You can see that there, just as outside of the hill, you were able to see lots of tracks and everything. Those tracks have continued inside. You probably notice that there's more tracks to the south than there are to the north. But that's about as probably all you can really make out from it.
Okay, so I make a big show about, like, I'm kneeling down, looking at the tracks, kind of. I pick up a little bit of dirt and put it between my fingers and just sort of sniff at it. And
he knows what he's doing.
Okay. Yep. I can say with confidence that this is dirt, and he definitely went either north or south.
Maybe he doesn't
Or
know what
both.
he's doing.
Maybe they're trying to confuse us on this one.
It's always a possibility. Perhaps one half of him went north and the other half went south.
All right, well, I'm going to go check
okay.
in the lava to see if he's disintegrated in that heat sludge.
As somebody in metal, I might want to avoid the lava. Like, personal preference on that one.
I also see some sort of
I'm going to follow Chitosa.
some sort of symbol here in the lava on the map.
There's right in the middle of this pool of lava is a statue that's kind of sitting on a small pedestal that rises just above the level of the lava, maybe a foot or so above the lava, and then the statue sits atop it. It's very, we'll say abstract. It's not very distinctive as to what really the statue is. It seems like some sort of warrior maybe, but it's very, we'll say it's not very sculpted very well. And so it's kind of unclear what it is.
Sure. Is it like man-sized or larger than a person?
It's like a human size. Yeah.
Does it look like it'll be able to support my weight?
Yeah, it looks sturdy, though it's a little hard to tell from where you are. Do like a dungeoneering check. I feel like that would be. So
Okay, let me figure out how to. Oh, good, I rolled it. Excellent.
yeah, yep, you did.
It works.
There it is. So it looks a little unstable. It's the statue itself is strong enough probably to support your weight, but the base of it does not look entirely stable.
Okay.
And
So
I'm assuming
won't jump on it then.
when I came around, I'm assuming that I saw whatever it is in that water over on the other side there.
Yeah, yes. And so there's another statue. This one is actually, it's a similar, we'll say, aesthetic for the statue in that it doesn't seem like it's a very well-made statue. This one is actually rising out of the water. The water comes up to maybe the statue's knees, and it looks like this creature person is coming out of the water. The water itself is swirling quite quickly around it, almost like it's like the statue's at the center of a whirlpool.
Mezzoparazzi, how scholarly are you?
The great Mezzoparazzi knows many things as he lifts up his extremely oversized robe, definitely not fit for goblins, most likely a child of a, much more human size, kind of, scuffles as quickly as he can over to the statues themselves, while still being incredibly close and relatively behind Chisota. And,
Oh yeah, don't get too close. Here, let me
you only just see like a
let me get a little closer, so that way you can get a little closer yourself.
Oh yes, you just see like a blur of feet just scooting around as quickly as possible while he's holding his entire
like a
robe
Flintstones, like Flintstones running the car. Just...
Yeah.
Yeah, complete with sound effect.
The Great Mezzoparazzi would like to examine these on a more magical scale. Is there any magic emanating from any of these statues?
The statue itself, so the lava statue here, the statue itself does not appear to be magical, though you do see that the lava doesn't appear to be naturally occurring. It looks like it's a magical origin.
He's brushing his beard with his fingers, like, yes, I see. This lava, it is not naturally made. It is magical. The statue, not there. That's just terribly made. I don't know who made this. They're not getting a job in my amazing palace. No.
I suspect that they put all their craft skills into magic rather than statue making. So does, well, I guess this pool of lava, it doesn't have like a source. It's not like flowing from anywhere. It's just sort of hanging around there.
Yeah, it's almost kind of, it's self-contained and just kind of slowly circling around the statue. Much like the water is around the other statue, but moving very much slower.
No, I'll admit to that I normally will play a jaunty tune and look around, but I should probably admit that this feels like it could be a trap of some sort, or at the very least a dangerous situation, because you have a fire statue and a water statue that are just sort of both there. I'm gonna kind of, seeing that I'm mostly okay, I'm going to step out of the way so that I'm not blocking the others from entering, and kind of just get to the side of this rock here, if I'm able.
Yeah, my weapon only reaches 5 feet. Does anybody here have like a pole arm or something long? 10-foot pole. Remember those?
Not on hand, but can I give Frederick a bell or something just in case he sees people running at us? Like, they commented on this being a trap.
If you have a bell of some sort with which to provide, he'd be willing to do that.
Or just something to make noise with.
He'll even move up and stand closer to the door, but he refuses to walk into this area.
Yeah, no, he's fine to just rest, recover, whatever he's got to do. Just
Give us a shout.
That's too. Just something. Just keep an eye out.
Is this area?
And I assume that when I came around the rock, I saw another of these. All right, so it looks like we've got earth and air in here as well.
The statue that you are next to appears to be coming. Actually, it's partially embedded in the earth itself, and then the statue to the south has a mist around it that is also swirling slowly.
I will admit of my suspicious nature unless something
Central a
prevents
little
me
bit.
from doing so. When I when I came around and saw that statue, I would have gone one step over just so that I wasn't like right next to it.
Accompanied by a eek of some sort, right?
Something like that, but a very manly like.
Oh yeah, I meant eek.
Yes.
Yes, a very guttural.
a very manly sound of eek.
So, Tane, if you want to do a perception check for me.
Sure.
So, you're standing near this one statue, and it is much like the others, not very well made. It is up on a slight pedestal, though this one, the pedestal is smaller, so the statue kind of overhangs it. So from a distance, it almost looks like the creature on the statue is hovering above the ground ever so slightly. The air, while it's swirling around the statue, also seems to be pushing away from the wall. So there's definitely a force of air that's coming away from the wall.
Interesting. So is it blowing straight at me, or is it kind of whirling around?
It's coming out of the wall and then swirling around the statue and then kind of like disappearing back into the wall. So the side closer to the water, it's more moving away, and then the side you're on, it's moving into the wall, and then it kind of makes a circle. But it's not like the air is just in this one spot making a circle. It seems like it's coming from and going back into the wall.
Okay.
Guys, this air seems to be circling, coming out of the wall and circling around the statue over here. Almost like
Now I may be a simple country mantis, but it seems like all the elements here are linking into the superstructure of this geode-like cave in each quadrant, right? Like
Yeah.
the lava's going into the wall, the water's going into the wall. The statue, the earth statue is just in the wall. Seems like there's a theme here.
I also can't help but notice that we appear to be in a closed cave, and I don't see any sign of his friend. Assuming.
I turned to Mets Presley. I knew that guy. I knew something was cooking.
Especially as a rune priest, can I look over these statues for any like symbols or iconography that might be related to like religion or something like that, of just like what exactly they're obviously they're representing conceivably the elements, but like any standouts?
Yeah, are you gonna go kind of make your way around and look at each of them in turn?
I was gonna start with the earth statue and then maybe go to the water statue because those seem safest.
So there, you do see some runes on them that indicate some ancient order. Do an Arcana check, and let's see what you how much you understand about these. Okay, so you recognize the shape of these runes as something that you're familiar with. You've come across definitely elemental origin, and the translation on the earth statue is just roughly something about the glory of the solidity of the earth and the power of the earth. So something, words to those effect, just kind of a very poorly written verse about the power of the earth.
Okay, so yeah, I do think you're right on the primordial elemental nature of these stones. Like, obviously the setting of themselves, but even the inscription seems to read something along those lines.
Did somebody say primordial? I can read it. I went to goblin school.
Oh, well then please, by all means, like, would you mind inspecting the other statues for me? Like, I've got this one handled.
You got it, boss.
You can see this old goblin just squinting furiously at these statues now, trying to find the runes, as he does in fact know Primordial.
Impressive.
I know Primordial as well.
He read it.
Oh, we got two
Wow.
crack scholars here.
Some Duolingo fans here. Okay.
I walk on it every day.
That sounds very familiar.
I got a
Fantasy
daily bonus of
Duolingo.
236.
He's just got the actual Rosetta Stone.
Yeah.
Under the robe. So is Mezzo Parazzi squinting at the lava statue, or
Yes.
okay? So there's a common theme that is similar in the Earth statue. You know, a very very poorly written verse. It's more speaking of fire as opposed to lava, but you know, and the agility and power of fire and all that sort of thing.
I do think you're right, though. If his friend went missing in here, there's got to be something we're missing in this room. Like, potentially, false wall, chamber, something.
I'm gonna look around for something along those lines. So check. Let's say I'll start up here in sort of the northeastern corner to see if I can find any kind of like false door, secret tunnel or anything like that.
Do a dungeoneering check.
Let's see. Dungeoneering is. Can I just take 10? My dungeoneering is 0.
So what you find as you explore the northeast corner of this chamber is you find a rock wall.
Ooh,
My
okay, okay.
gosh.
Dear God.
I get a piece of the rock from the wall, kind of sniff it, look really, really intently at it, look back at them, look really intently at it again, and this doesn't appear to be anything other than a rock wall.
This guy's an expert in various forms of dirt.
Wait, but if that's a rock wall and this is a rock statue, bring some of that rock over. Bring some of that rock over. Maybe we can do something with it.
Is this like a Fifth
Oh,
Element
good idea.
situation?
I'm gonna grab some of the rock and bring it over to. Which one? This one, right?
Rock statue's over here. Just throw it at the rock
Right,
statue.
sorry. Throw it. I'm gonna just throw it. Yeah. I'm gonna enthusiastically run up and throw it at the rock statue.
Okay, the rocks hurl through the air and smash into the rock statue, causing some chips of the statue to fall away, and then the rock falls to the ground.
Oh, I hope that wasn't expensive. That was my bad there.
I mean, look at the workmanship. It couldn't have been expensive. Falling apart at that.
One man's trash is another man's treasure, I suppose. But I'm gonna. Obviously, I'm not doing a whole lot of good here. I'm gonna just sit and so I'm gonna sit like against, kind of lean half against the rock wall and just pull out my lute and start sort of just strumming while waiting to see the results of everybody's investigation.
So the bard has done his bit.
So you mentioned that the base of the lava statue is feeble, for want of a better term.
Mm-hmm.
Are the rest in various states of like they could be toppled?
Yeah, they're, because of the poor craftsmanship, if nothing else, they probably could be toppled pretty easily.
Mezzoparazzi, how likely is it that if we were to break one of these statues, that would really tick off some sort of elemental demigod or some such?
The great Mezzoparazzi closes his eyes, scrunches up his face in immense concentration as he tries to think, based on his history and his background and his theme of being a primordial adept, very in tune with the primordials themselves and very relatively knowledgeable in them. Would these statues have an actual connection to primordials? Like, would it really be like a part of an elemental, perhaps?
So, do an Arcana check. Let me see. As you dig deep into your knowledge banks and your what you know, based on your viewing of these statues and your knowledge of encountering other primordial elemental type creatures in your day, and these look very primitive compared to what you've had before, what you've come across. So it's unlikely, in your opinion, that these would be some sort of conduit to an elemental creature or force or anything. These look like just statues representing an element of some sort, but not really anything more than that.
He opens his eyes out as if like the great knowledge has finally sparked in his brain. He just goes, "Well, my dear, if a twig can be a wand, I'd be surprised. So no."
I noticed. Okay, so we have the information that throwing rocks at the rock statue, these things are feeble. They chip, right? Would it be in our interest to break these statues, see if that disrupts this elemental phenomena?
I think the safest one to do that with would be water, because I would rather not fire lava go wild.
Yeah, right.
I could probably break the earth one. Reach over and, I mean, unless it's like stuck to the wall, I could like reach over and.
It is literally part of the wall, almost as though it was carved out of the wall.
Yeah, but like it's not like swirling the rocks around. I don't know if we'd get as visible of a result as that.
That's fair. So who
Like
wants
if the
to
water's
mess
all
with the water
swirling
statue?
around.
My grasping tides or buffering wave. Can I use it on the water to see if I can use those to move it?
What is the power? What was it? I missed.
I've got grasping tide and buffering wave. A buffeting wave.
Ooh.
And do those let you control the water? Is that the?
It says, I can have a vortex of water appear and pulls my enemies toward it.
Okay.
And then they take damage. And buffering wave is just kind of a wall of water crashes all down on.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. Absolutely. So where do you want to position yourself for that? And
oh gosh, the DM is asking about positioning.
We all thought it.
Yeah. Where does everyone else want to be?
Let's see.
I'm pretty good here.
With close blast 3.
Close blast 3 has to come from you. So yeah.
So,
Willem,
Tane, and Ashy, and Chisota, since it seems everyone's fixated on this water statue right now, so do a perception check.
Yeah, go for it.
Perception.
I'll take mine at one.
Oh no.
You got something in your eye there. 14.
All right.
Hooray, I rolled above a 10.
Yes. So you notice that this statue, the way it's standing, it's kind of positioned almost facing away. So you're seeing the side of it. But from your position where you are, you can just get a glimpse of its right hand, and you notice something shiny in its hand.
Before we knock the statue over, I noticed that it's holding something. I'm gonna give me just a moment there, Tane.
Sorry, my roll 20.
I'm gonna go. So is the water? So if I go to say right here, is that like is a shore that sort of the water goes down a little bit, or is there like a do I see like a drop off where it appears to be much deeper all of a sudden there?
The water, the land is probably only a few inches above the water, and from you can't really, because the water's moving very quickly in this kind of whirlpool fashion around the statue, so it's really hard to tell how deep this water might be, other than the fact that it seems to come up to about the knees on the statue. But for all you know, the statue is standing on top of a large tower.
Okay. I moved to the square is kind of half in and half out, but I envision myself like standing right at the edge of the water there.
Yeah. So I mean, you could touch the statue from where you are.
Okay. So I want to, before I touch it, I do want to check and see if I can see what is in the hand, or if I need to like actually try to move it.
It appears to be like a shard of glass. It has a glass-like look to it, and it's got a blue. It's almost like it's got blue liquid inside, that from what you could tell. So it's got a blue coloring to it, but it seems like it's made out of glass.
So I relay that to the others. The great Mezzoprozzi, should I? Would you like me to retrieve this bit of glass here to see if it's somehow related to the water around it?
The fear of something happening, like something explosive happening, has completely disappeared upon the fact of an item is found, and he just immediately is already running there before you even have to say a single word, as if it's like, oh, yes, you say something.
That is a yes then. So I will reach out and then try to pry the glass out of the statue's hand.
Okay. It's actually just resting inside the hand, so and so you're able to pretty easily get it out of there. And it's probably about maybe 6 or 8 inches long, and it looks like just a crystal of some sort. As you look closer at it, it's definitely filled with what appears to be water swirling around very quickly. Is what you're looking at.
That's interesting, and actually quite prettier than I would expect from somebody that made the statue. Is there any response when I pick it up and take it out of the statue's hand?
No.
Like, does the water change, or does the statue change? Okay.
Nope.
So then I will take it over to Mezzoprozzi.
Oh, wiggling his fingers.
What do you make of this here?
He will take this shard and give it a good rundown, just a thorough examination of preferably magical properties.
So do another Arcana check on it.
Squinting.
Whew.
A natural 20.
Mezzoprozzi's moment of glory here. This you are very familiar with. You've come across these items before. This is it's more commonly referred to as a water shard, and it does have magical properties, usually used as a lock of some sort, through some sort of magical either vault or something like that. And usually they have an element or primordial origin to them, and that's typically what these are. They also grant some to the person who is in possession of it. They grant some magical abilities as well. So and here is what it is.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
He almost like if it's almost just like thinking of like Legend of Zelda, the great Mezzoprozzi just lifts this up and he just goes, "It's a magical key. It's powerful. It opens things, and it is it is also it also has power within itself for people to use. It's not just a key; it is multifaceted. The primordials are so smart and intelligent."
Absolutely, when Mezzoprozzi lifts it up like in Zelda, Willem strums a that tune on his lute.
Are the rest of these statues bearing similar gifts?
They are not. This is the only one that seems to have that. And as you're holding this aloft and strumming this glorious tune, you hear a rumbling coming from the south of this chamber. The entire chamber is beginning to shake, and the particularly where the earth statue is, or excuse me, the air statue, you can physically see the wall of stone beginning to kind of vibrate, and eventually it actually slides out of the way, revealing a passage. But in addition to the passage, a female warrior of some sort appears and gives you a look of uncertainty.
Fendrick, we found your comrade, I shout towards the cave entrance.
The great Mezzoparazzi is very surprised. I didn't know I could do that.
You've summoned someone there.
Describe their friend.
Are you going to hang on to the shard? Just so I know if I can clear this off my screen.
I will very slowly pass it over to Chitota. Is like, you like things? Here you go. I enjoy. It is a key. It is magical. It does wonderful things. Be careful.
Dope. Tuck that into my chainmail. Move to the front. Say, excuse me, Tane. And I'll call out to the lady and be like, "What's your? How's it going? How are you? You good?"
Why do you dare disturb this sacred resting place?
I don't think she's good. We're looking for missing
We're
people.
looking.
You seem to have trouble getting your story straight.
Did someone else happen to come in here, say, yesterday at some point?
There have been many comings and goings in the last few days. Usually people bringing evil with them.
Well, we certainly don't bring evil. I mean, we bring a goblin and a bug lady, but we're not evil. We're just mischievous. At least they are.
And you steal from these sacred statues.
If you want it back, I can give it back. Easy come, easy go.
It's
we
not
were just looking for a key there, but
it's not that easy. And at that point, out of the mist of air, a couple other creatures appear beside her. And
no, hold on. We don't have to get into a big fight here. It was an honest mistake. It was shiny. You can't help it sometimes. I am traveling with a goblin. They do like shiny things.
I think we're gonna roll initiative.
Look, if they've been there this whole time and they didn't see fit to stop us,
it's not stealing.
It's really on them, honestly.
Just because it's in our possession and we're still there doesn't mean that we stole it.
Hooray! Once again, roll 20 loves me.
Roll properly, right?
Yeah, click your token first and then roll on your character sheet.
Yeah, that's about right.
Hey, you're with me. Diggy.
Did we get everybody? Who are we missing? 1, 2, 3. Just miss.
Didn't see my token, but hold on, I may not have pulled it.
Get this one set up.
Oh, buddy.
All right.
I think the dice are respecting our death wish.
Ashy gets to go first.
Alright, so character context of we're not committing random hoboing. She is going for a weapon, correct?
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, okay, like,
She has decided that
definitely a
you
fight
are
unfolding here.
not the type of people she wants to proceed any further.
yeah, that was... It's one of those win initiative, but technically don't want to be the first. Plus, like, okay, yeah. 2, 3.
Draw.
All right. I'm just gonna crash down into. Am I able to like fit in this corner?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Or no, wait. I'd actually have to stop. No, wait. I have to go this way. Yeah, to avoid this thing attacking me. I'll cram myself in between these two,
Okay.
and I'm gonna crash into her with big swing. 14 is not a great number though.
Where did you go?
I was here.
Oh, you're in her square.
1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. Assuming the wind doesn't stop me or isn't difficult terrain or anything like that.
Are you actually in her square?
No, I should be one above her. Am I not moving?
You're in it. I see you as in her square.
Same here.
Yeah, I see you as in her
Oh,
square
I
also,
will.
yeah.
That's weird. I will refresh. Might have just desynced.
I wasn't sure how close you were wanting to get here.
Oh, yeah, no, sorry. I think I just got desynced from... Oh, I see. She moved up one. She did not move up one on my end.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, now we're good. So, yeah. Move to
There
then.
we go. Okay, now it all makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. For whatever reason, she was one square down on my end, and I'm like, okay. Yeah, that's
Interesting.
fine.
Okay.
Move into there. 14 versus AC, I assume misses.
That actually hits her.
Okay, then. Yeah, 16 damage then.
16?
16, 2d4 weapon plus 1d6 extra from being a striker.
Wow. That's impressive.
Maximum damage.
And
Yeah. 2 off of maximum, but yeah.
so she is actually bloodied right now.
I will leave it there then.
All right. That brings us to her, who is none too happy that you have done such a thing to her. So she's got a dagger that she was wearing, and she is taking a stab right directly at you with that. Almost
All right.
almost as a reaction, you kind of caught her off guard here. So
That does hit.
yeah, just outright. That's gonna.
Yeah. Unless she's got a -3 on her attack
Yeah.
roll.
So unfortunately, her dagger is not nearly as powerful as your attack. So you get 4 damage from that. So,
All right. Let me.
but she is also going to shift over here,
That's fine.
and that is it for her. So now it's the great Mezzoparazzi's turn.
I'm guessing that she's now behind the statue.
She is.
Oh, so I'm gonna have to go get some line of sight. I'm going to just scoot a smidge closer. It should be
Watch out.
in line of sight here. And he gloriously yells out, "Those who fudge with the great Mezzoparazzi will be fudged in return!" as he casts out Chaos Bolt. Of 14 versus Will.
Versus Will. That it will succeed. Yes.
Okay, and I rolled an even number. Oh. So I would like to invoke the wild magic property.
Oh wow.
There is, which is if I roll naturally an even number, I can target another monster within 5 squares of that target to also roll for an attack, as it just ping pongs over there.
Okay.
So I would like to target this wisp as well, and I reroll. Well, for 2 hit, obviously.
Yes.
Which is also an even number.
Oh my goodness.
1, 2, 3, 4. It hits the other one as well.
Sorcerer's my
7.
favorite controller.
1d6. Because I don't actually have this written down. That's okay.
Yeah, they have to manually roll the
1d6
damage
plus
properly.
4. Woohoo! So, the lovely lady takes 12, the wisp takes 10, and it bounces over. I do believe I have enough distance to cover it. I do! It bounces to the other wisp as it just ping-pongs over and over and over. and it bounces again for 18 versus Will.
Yeah. Oh.
Do you have to start hitting your friends now?
Yeah.
Since that would
No,
also be
it is
part
it was errated. It is optional that I can if I need to choose to hit a friend or not. And of course, the great Mesoparazzi in his wiseness knows that hitting your friends is a terrible idea. So just as it hits the last wisp, he's like, no, stop, stop.
Crashes the bounce into the
What
wall.
would you have learned from the last time you cast that spell? That's character growth. I'm so proud.
It is chaos. It's hard to control.
All right. Well, the great Mesoparazzi has earned his great reputation.
Just bookkeeping the actual damage. 12 to the first, 10 to the second, 5 to the third.
Yep. And so that
I don't think that 12 could be accurate considering it's a 1d6 plus 4.
No, the first one.
First one
Is
the
the
first
big
one
hit,
is an
and then it's
actual
1d6
roll.
Oh,
from
I
there.
see. Gotcha.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
It is
That's cool.
weaker. Yeah, it is weaker on the second and tertiary hits.
Gotcha.
is there anything else that the great Mesoparazzi would like to do?
No,
Take
he's
a
just
bow, I
cackling
would
at this
imagine.
point.
Yes. Right.
He is just cackling at this point. He's dancing around. He's just like, I did it! I did it for once!
And that's why they call him the Great Mesoparazzi.
So with that, becomes this folks' turn, and let's see. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So we're gonna. Well, Fooey. So he's gonna move here, and so as not to give up any opportunity attacks, is going to go after Sota with a slam. And let's see.
Come and get it. Wait, no, I'm not level 5 yet.
How about a 12?
That versus AC?
Yeah. Yes.
I'm too tough of a bug to crack for him.
Oh man. All right. Well, then that's about all he's got in his wispiness. Then Cirrus here is standing right next to Ashy, and he's none too happy about the action that she took against Airless.
Understandable, honestly.
And so he's going after a slam of his own against you. Jeez. they're not feeling it today, I can tell you. But
I mean, hey, I've already got a dagger in the gut. Like, I'll take them missing.
yeah. So that is all they're going to be able to do right now. So then we're going to go to Sota.
Remind me how shoving works.
I believe it's the bull rush action.
Yeah.
Quickly. Does anybody have that on hand?
Strength attack without proficiency versus fortitude, and it's a standard action.
And how far can I move them?
1 square, and you enter the square that they occupied.
I see. Okay then. I think it might be. This is a little early, but I think it might be an action point kind of turn. I'm going to take a swing against my neighbor here. Okay. Let me quickly pan over to my character sheet and figure this out. Yeah. My setup here is a little unconventional, so I have to make a basic attack to start with.
Uh, 18 versus armor class will definitely hit. Who you going after? Wisp? Is
Yes.
Yep.
Correct.
Yep.
So now he's marked. Then I'm going to try and move into this pocket. I know that this will provoke an op.
Okay. So you are moving. So you're moving away. So he's gonna get a slam on you just as you're moving. And jeez,
I'm impervious.
It's pretty weak.
It does not have to be an action point kind of turn. I will use my racial encounter power to attack with my claws against both of my neighbors, which is a minor action.
So this
Well, that's
attack,
terrible.
this attack is going against who? Well, not that it
Both
matters.
of them. I can choose up to 3 targets.
Okay. Do you roll separate attacks for each?
That's a good question.
Probably should be.
Yeah, usually it is. So
Sure. I'll put the crit miss on Cirrus. He's still marked. And that's a 15 on AC on her.
yep, that's going to hit her.
Cool. So I targeted 2 people, which means she actually takes 10 damage because I get a small damage bonus per target. And now everything is marked.
Okay. So Cirrus got marked also.
Correct. Everything
Okay.
I've attacked is.
Okay, and I have to move her for a second. Give me a second because she is done. So
That's my buggy.
If possible, I'll make this a non-lethal strike on her because I feel like interrogations might be in order.
okay.
And since I just have this water shard, even Cirrus, who I missed, takes 2 force damage.
Well, whew.
We did offer to give it back.
Yeah.
Now we're really good.
They have no one but
I laid
themselves
out
to
the
blame.
Now it's definitely stealing.
All right, soft shells, make me proud.
All right.
Don't get hurt.
All right. Willem.
So Willem has watched the chaos bolt ping around and then Sota just completely decimate her, and just looks and it says, "I came here looking for glory, tales of triumph, adventure. What is this?" And I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery on Wisp over here.
Mm-hmm.
It is Charisma versus Will.
Okay.
So do I roll?
So
Or is that
yeah, you
rolls will against
you
my
would
charisma
you would
number?
roll and add your charisma.
Gotcha. Okay, 1 second. Power, Vicious Mockery, roll.
And that,
24.
yeah, most definitely he is kind of crying a little bit inside. You know, to you it looks like a cloud is raining, but you know,
that cannot be 12 damage because it's 1d6 plus my charisma. So
It looks
hang
like
on a
you've
second,
added
let
in
me see
charisma
what-
twice on the attack and the damage roll.
Yeah, that's what happened. So let me. So just drop 4 from that, so it would be 8.
okay.
8 damage.
Okay, so he's bloodied now. Anything else from Willem?
I am going to. No, actually, I'm in a good spot. So I'm gonna stay where I'm at.
All right. And Tane has been observing everything transpiring before him and is ready to take his turn.
So I am as I look at Sirius, I kind of close my eyes and start bending over. And as I start running toward him, moving toward him, let's see, I'm going to use my minor action and wild shape into a Wolverine. And I'm going to come up and use Darting Bite.
Oh, okay.
See if I can take a bite out of a cloud.
Does it taste like cotton candy?
I was about to say that.
Maybe so.
And most definitely the cloud is unable to wisp out of the way fast enough. Is that really 19 damage?
No, it's 1d10 plus 5. Hold on,
Is your
hold on.
wisdom 20?
It is.
That should already be baked in. So you have the same thing where you have an extra 5 to hit
Yeah.
and 5 to damage.
Okay. Oops.
So it looks like a very high roll should be 14 to hit and 14 to damage.
Okay. So the 14 will still hit, and so that knocks him down to also be bloodied. So we have two cloud-like creatures now, both feeling the pain of the world around them. Anything else for Tane?
No, I think I'm just gonna stay here in my wild shape and.
All right. And we're back at the top with Ashy.
Okay, I mean, seeing as it seems like we're on the up, I'm gonna play safe here and just get myself some temporary hit points on that one. I'm instead gonna go with recuperating strike against the cloud in front of me. 10 to AC should miss,
Yes, it does.
which is completely fine. I'm just gonna vibe here. I'm pretty comfortable. I'm pretty good.
Okay. It backs to Airless, who is currently, I guess, so it was a non-lethal strike on her, so she's still prone and not really in a position to do anything. So the great Mezzo Parazzi steps forward.
Does not he does not like the look of the wisp being in direct line of sight, and he just scrunches up those robes as quickly as possible. And he just runs. He's like, I don't want to deal with this. As he goes 1, 2, 3. He is not interested in being anywhere in the line of fire.
Hello there.
Things. Just no.
There's a goblin behind me. How did that happen?
Hide behind the bard. Very nice.
Get that thing away from me! And can cast another chaos bolt. Although I do believe this one, oh no, it's still, if it does hit, it's you're going to go for the wisp. 21 versus Will.
It doesn't
Okay.
bounce.
It does not bounce. It is an odd number.
Oh, the attack has to be an even number. Gotcha. Okay.
The natural roll has to be an even number.
Gotcha. Okay. So that takes care of Wisp. He collapses to the ground as a small fog at first that just kind of then turns into a puddle of dampness.
He's like, good riddance. And he passes his turn over.
All right. Cirrus, I think he's going to take a shot, try to slam Tane. So,
That'll provoke something from me.
okay. Well, bring it.
1 second. This is a big character sheet. Because he's marked by me, I'm able to use a power called Wicked Strike as a basic attack, which would normally have an attack penalty, but my bonus to opportunity attacks offsets this.
So that
How's a 16 do?
so you got an opportunity attack for him attacking. Oh, because he's marked. That's right. Okay.
Correct.
Yes,
Yeah.
fighter.
Okay. I it's written right there. I have a a note on him that says he's marked, and I completely forgot. So to your advantage, and that pretty much takes care of anything else he wanted to do in this.
Cut that cloud in half.
Yep. So
All right,
now,
we're clear.
Yep.
All right.
What's
I'm
down
going
this
to go
hall?
over.
Oh, you first.
I'm going to go over to Airless, and I'm going to use Words of Friendship, which will give me a +5 power bonus to my next diplomacy check. And I'm going to try to bring her around and try to get some information out of her.
Okay. So she's kind of, just out of it. She wasn't really unconscious, but so what kind of question would you like to ask her?
I think I want to find out like what exactly this place is, and if there has been who has come and gone, things like that.
I think do an intimidation check. Well, it's your choice.
Okay.
Do you want to try to sweet talk her, or do you want to try to force the issue?
I'm going to try to sweet talk her to try to diffuse a little bit. This was just a misunderstanding. We're here looking for a friend. We apologize. Did not realize that this was any kind of a sacred artifact. We're just trying to find the gentleman's partner there.
A diplomacy check.
All right, and this will be with +5. So stats, diplomacy. So 18 + 5, 23.
So there's no misunderstanding. You stole from the sacred statue. You are not one of us. You are not a believer. You are not a follower of these fine individuals that were entombed here, and you're not welcome.
I'm very sorry to hear that. We will try to be respectful, but we are still going to do what we came here to do.
You appear to hold all the cards at this point, so do as you will, but you will face the wrath of those that lie within.
Does anybody have any rope that we can tie her up with?
I sure do.
You sound awfully excited about that. I've been waiting to tie someone up for 2 hours now.
Wow, this is some quality rope. Wait, you seem quite good at tying her. Oh. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tie her to the statue just to keep her from rallying and coming after us. I mean, if you guys want to leave her alive.
I would like to.
I'm not.
Maybe I shouldn't be the one asking, but I should be like, ask him where Fendrick's friend is.
I tried. That was one of the questions. Was
never mind.
Who's coming through here and what's going on, and she just refused to answer.
Sure, but that was before we busted down her little barricade here, right?
Oh no, I just did that with my diplomacy check.
I'm sorry. I blanked out.
It's all right. It's all good. So tie her up.
So she is tied up to this statue and is not going anywhere.
Sweet.
And we take that dagger off her, the one she put in my ribs. Kind of hurt. Don't think she should have that anymore.
Fair enough.
Oh yeah, definitely disarm her.
It's because it's still in your ribs.
Yeah, that's how I disarm her.
Yeah, I might as well keep it.
Does she have anything else on her?
She's got a short bow also.
I'll just be taking that off you there, lassie.
And nothing else really of any value.
Okay. Well, I am proficient in short bows, so I will go ahead and grab it just so I have a ranged weapon.
Fair enough.
All right. And where shall we go next?
If I'm mounted up at this door, does my low light vision reveal anything in this passage? I imagine it's a separate map.
Yes. So, and that's a great segue to said map. This is a very dark passage. So if you don't have low light or dark vision, then what you can see is actually not quite what is visible here.
I packed some sun rods.
I was gonna say,
I have a sun rod.
I also have an ever-burning torch.
We all just pull out our lighting equipment.
hands for lighting equipment. I was hoping Mesoprosy would just wield theirs like a wand or something.
Yeah. The great Mesoprosy just behold my power, and he just pulls out an ever-burning torch. Because most likely just went no actual fire, no real torches. You're taking something that does not catch things on fire.
My job is to protect you, not infringe upon your personal liberties. Like,
letting them have fire, not letting them have fire, is protecting them.
And it's not infringing on our personal liberties either.
Probably in at least one pair of burnt underwear.
So this chamber is extremely dry. The floor is cracked because there's no moisture in it at all. The walls are dry. The air is dry. When you breathe in, it seems to suck the moisture right out of you. And it's also very, very quiet, except for, maybe the sound of almost like it's like dirt falling or rocks tumbling down, stuff like that. It kind of permeates the room. Other than the quietness, that's really all you can hear coming from this chamber.
Shall we press forward then?
yeah, I'll assume a position. That should give like a good 3-way look down these 3 passageways, right?
So
I do see 3 passageways, right? I think I do.
yeah, you do. Let me do this first, and then we'll see if this one. I don't think you're not gonna get much more down that way from where you are.
Sure.
You probably can see a little bit more down this one.
I'm going to fill in right here.
I do not have a hand for the torch, so I'm just trying to stick to whoever's got a light source, and should be fine.
Willem, you have a sunrod on you, right?
I do.
Can I
And actually, I
chuck
was going to
mine?
ask, how big is this sunrod? Is it something that I could like pocket, or is it like attached to what I am wearing, or does it require a hand to hold?
It weighs a pound, for whatever context that gives.
Oh, sorry, I missed the question. Sunrod. We're asking about sunrods.
Sunrod, is that something like that I could secure in my leather armor to where I could keep my hands free, or do I have to hold on to it?
I believe it's like a torch, so you'd have to hold it up if you were wanting to use it as a light source. I don't think you could just. It doesn't create a light aura or anything around you. You'd have to hold it.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, 1 foot in length, weighs 1 pound.
Before we get too far, can I almost suggest that I switch to my wild shape, and as the animal kind of move ahead a little bit, and maybe won't being an animal that won't maybe draw the attention of anybody.
Ooh,
Quickly,
yeah.
or lay of the land.
Just cosplay as a hungry bear.
Or like a mole or something. Something that would.
Some underground.
So while you're standing there and changing your form, Sota, who is checking out these passages, you kind of catch a glimpse of something that just kind of moves.
We got company.
Well, I'll move down in front. So like kind of get around this corner here.
Okay.
Does that help us?
So you can now see there.
I'm gonna
Oops.
move just kind of down one more here.
And you're hearing some more. The sound of the dirt and the rock is becoming louder and louder as you get further into this. It's becoming more pronounced.
I whisper to Animal Tane, something that kind of sounds like a cicada's buzz. There's something on your right. Be careful.
I'll kind of look back and give him a little nod. And we just slide one more forward.
And
As you get that far,
right out of the earth in front of you is a creature that appears to be made of earth itself, directly in front of you.
Does he react to me at all?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
He's
I think it's time to bug out.
so we're gonna get to initiative very quickly in this one. So let's go ahead and roll it.
Okay.
hooray!
I have no bonuses to Dex. I am just rolling good on initiative.
I am forced to conclude this is our standard plan. This is our operating procedure. Is that you jump in and the rest of us kind of go, oh, we'll see how this plays out.
Yeah,
Oh,
Sorry, I had to.
I'm just a poor bard. Nobody loves me.
I gotta add everybody again because it kept everybody
believe we
from
can
last
roll the-
time.
I believe we can roll again and then just manually edit it to what it was before.
Yeah, please.
What was mine again? Okay.
I was half expecting mine to be worse. that would kind of check out. Roll20 does not like me. Something about the RNG on there. I can never roll well on Roll20.
I think this is the best Ulners ever rolled in their life.
Yes.
Normally we have
Unfortunately,
jokes.
I roll abysmally low. I'm telling you, it's your
A friend of
fault.
mine was on his last stream, and it's the same thing. He and I are just like, we can't roll on Roll20.
The joke with Ashy's campaign is I keep rolling a d6 because I play so much Shadowrun. It's just like, oh, you sure you're not rolling a d6?
I believe Tane was also at 18.
Oh,
Yes.
you did. Okay. Who has the higher initiative?
They can have it.
Okay.
Like, they just got ambushed. They can absolutely have it.
They're gonna need it. All right. Well then, Tane, face to face with this earthly creature in front of you, ready to pound you into the ground. You get to go first.
Okay, I am going to I think okay. Darting bite says one or two creatures, but if I only attack one creature, I attack him twice. Correct?
Not unless it says that specifically.
One or two creatures. Okay, but it's just kind of it says when I shift, if at least one hit attacks, I can shift. So anyway, we'll give it a roll. So I'm gonna darting bite, and he's gonna have a little mole jump on his head,
Oh,
or if he has a head.
oh dear. Okay. And that will hit.
All right,
12 damage. So what
Sorry, I
did
missed
what did that do? What was this? This is a
just jumps up, takes a big bite chunk out of him, and because I hit, I can shift away 2 squares.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. All right. So yeah, so he's got a big chunk of dirt that fell out of his face there and reacted a little bit.
I'm gonna just slip right here. If I shift 2, that could put me right here. So I'm
If
just
you
gonna
put
shift-
yourself, oh yeah,
and that way I can let everybody else come down without kind of clogging it up. Or do you think I should shift back?
if you get next to me and something attacks you, I can hit them back. That's the only consideration you need to be aware of.
So here, right there.
Yeah, either there or the other adjacent square to me. Either one would allow me to cover you. But if you want to press forward, please do. I'll just have to jump in.
Well, I don't know. It's just I thought we were kind of a little bit boxed in back up here. Maybe we can kind of spread out a little bit, or keep from getting a burst hit us or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
good idea.
Yeah, split the
That's a
party.
good consideration.
Go for it.
Yes, with the party.
I can still see you.
That's never gone wrong in the history of Dungeons and Dragons.
Slide down here.
Is that it for Tane?
Um,
Oh, actually.
let's see. Hold on. Let me check one thing right quick. Well, I can. Yeah, I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna stay in the beast form and stay right there.
Okay. All right. That brings us to Ashy.
All right. Well, I'm gonna try and at the very least occupy this guy. Slide on down here, and DMRally on this one, temporary hit points stick around basically forever. Oh no, I missed on the first. Either way, it doesn't matter. I was gonna say temporary hit points. Do we cleanse those end of encounter or no?
I don't think so. No.
I don't think so either.
I think they stay with you. Yeah, just go with it. Yep.
Yeah. All right. Either way, I'm gonna just try and get some temp HP rolling with a nat 20.
Ooh.
So maximized high crit weapon as well. So it's gonna be 8 from the maximized, and then plus another 6 on that roll. So 14 plus 4, 18.
18 damage. Okay. All right. So he is.
And I get 3 temp HP.
And he is bloodied.
And rampage. Thank you, barbarian chunk. Because I have the book open, I'm just gonna triple check. I believe it doesn't have to be the same creature, but it can be the same creature. Yes. All right. If I crit, I get to make a melee basic attack as well, once per round.
And that also hits.
All right, 7 more damage.
Okay. And he's slowly turning into just a pile of dirt, sitting here, and is questioning why he decided to engage.
Yeah, you wouldn't think a falchion could be like a blunt weapon, but it is just cleaving through this stone like butter.
And it's so dry. It's just, it's like nothing. So
It's a chisel.
yeah. All right. Is that it for Ashy?
Yeah, that is it.
All right. The great Mezzoparazzi steps forward.
Oh,
Do us
not like
wonders.
where he does not like where he's standing. He's just like, I can't see anything. Gets up, starts running down. At least leaves some space for someone to walk past, and sees this dry rock and is just going, "You need some moisturizer!" As he casts Chaos Bolt on the shale. For 7 versus Will.
If the shale had any more health left, he'd mock you for even trying, but is that all the great Mezzoparazzi has?
No, that's all he's got. He's just like, oh.
Oh no.
All right. Well, Pete is going to catching a glimpse of Tane here, is scoping out this chamber, is going to is going to move right there, and try to slam Tane into the ground if at all possible. Ooh, yeah. 19.
That'll do it.
That will indeed. And but he's not as big as his cousin that previously jumped out at you, and so this is but a mere 4 damage.
Gotcha.
But he's not alone.
Uh-oh.
And so you see a couple of his friends coming out and preparing. They'll be joining shortly. So, but for now, it's Chisota's turn.
Here's an interesting question for you. How large are these creatures? Are they small?
They are actually all small creatures.
Okay. I did some research because part of being a bug is that I'm always considered to have a running jump. And the long jump rules say that however long you clear, you take a quarter of that in vertical clearance. So if I were to jump, could I vault these people?
Yes, I would say so.
Okay. I'm going to pull some chicanery.
No.
Yeah. I just need to consult my bones here. The positions of the enemies have been revealed. I need to think. Okay.
I can cover Mezzoparazzi if you can get in deep.
Sure, I can get... Yes. Yes! Okay, and can we corner up those 1-by-1 obstacles? Like, I don't have to go draw a square. I can kind of draw a diamond around them, right?
Say that again. I'm not following. What do you mean?
So this is I don't have to do this. I can move diagonals next to obstacles, right?
Not these, because these are walls. So if it was something that didn't fill the square, then sure. But these are walls that actually fill the square.
Sure. I put myself back 1 square too many. From my current position, if I'm just north of that 2-by-1, I can move diagonal there, or do I have to go around it?
You would have to go around to the south. You're going to move down towards Ashy.
Hold on. It's hard to do this when I have push to talk and I have to keep 1 key depressed.
Oh.
Use the line tool to just draw where your movement is.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Yes.
Like that?
So
like that.
Yeah. So if you're trying to move, oops, sorry. If you're trying to move diagonally there, it's going to take you 2. You're going to have to move over and down because that wall fills the square that it's in.
All right, let me count here. Are allies difficult terrain, for lack of a better term?
No,
allies don't.
No, you can move through. You can move through their squares.
Sure, I have multiple rule sets in my head. Keeping them straight is a challenge. Okay, I think I will do this. I have 6 squares of movement, so I can. This is a challenge. Okay, I'll move there with 5 squares of movement. And that will provoke 1 opportunity attack from Shale.
Correct, yeah. So you're going to get a slam. 25.
Oh, yes. Yeah, please. Hurt me.
And that's going to do 9 damage. And you are not able to shift until the end of Shale's next turn.
That was my plan. So let's have some alterations here.
Accidental flanking.
Yeah, I know, right?
Right.
So I'm going to use my standard action then to use my theme power quick formation.
That will just barely nick Shale, if that's what you're going.
I am going for that. So that does 11 damage to him, and anybody who is within 5 squares to me can shift 2 as a free action. So reposition freely.
Shale is done, and let's see. So pretty much everybody can move if
Yeah,
they
I think
want to.
everyone's covered.
Yep.
All right.
All right, I'm going to shift over to here then.
Just gonna shift back.
I mean, yeah, I'll just trade you spots on that one. I'm here. I'll just trade you spots. There you go.
That looks good here.
All right. Anything else Chisoda would like to do?
That's me.
All right. Then we are to Willem.
All right, I am going to rush over. To Pete there, and let's see. I'm going to do a war song strike. So as I am running over there, I'm yelling at Pete here. I'll make you my party's easy target. Party's easy target. And he is charisma versus will. So let me roll my charisma attack here. Where is that? Power. That is Warsong Strike. 21 versus AC. Let me make sure I didn't have my extras in there. Okay, no. That's actually correct.
Yes, that will do it.
And that will be 10 damage.
Nice.
And that's it for Pete.
All right, and let's see. He's dead, so nobody's going to get anything out of that one. If he had stayed up, then it would have gotten some temporary hit points going, but that apparently didn't matter.
Fair enough.
Is that it for Willem?
That is it for... Actually, I'm sorry. Could I have dropped the rod as a free action so that I could draw my weapon, or would that have prevented me from doing that?
No, you can do that. That's fine.
Okay. So yeah, that would be it then.
Okay. All right. So now you hear the sound of some more rumbling of the earth, and I should have done a reveal of this area. Sorry, I didn't catch when Chisota moved. So,
Yeah, so much happened on that movement.
yes. So, but this guy wasn't standing here. He actually emerged from the earth just now, and has taken a position over there.
Oh, good. Yeah.
And then 1, 2, 3, and then this fellow emerges from the earth over here.
Oh no.
Hooray.
I seem to recall someone earlier saying, now that the enemies have revealed themselves. So, so Micah is going to try to slam Sota. And 20.
That'll do it.
And that's going to do 9 damage. And Beryl is going
I'm
after.
now.
Okay. Beryl only gets an 11 at Tane, so I assume Tane is probably safe.
Yeah, that's a miss.
Okay. So that is it for them. And now it's Tane's chance. So twice an earth creature has emerged right in front of Tane. So
We'll just keep swapping spots. It's fine.
Did somebody curse you when you were a child, lad?
I'm going to minor action wild shape back into my half elf form, and going to use my spear, and with Stormhammer, pull the spear back and can hear wind swirling and lightning and thunder striking, and I'll take a stab at him. With a 16 versus 4.
That will indeed.
And that's for 11.
11 damage. All right. He's made note of that. Anything else for Tane?
Tell you what, I really don't like him being in direct contact. I'm going to just shift right here,
All right.
and that's it.
All right. That brings us to Ashy.
All right, time to bust out the encounter powers. Scoot up, and combo move time. Minor action, use my once per encounter Oath of Enmity on him to get 5th edition style advantage on attack rolls for this turn and next turn.
Okay.
And then I'm going to drop my Avalanche Strike on him. Which, just in case it's a crit... It's not a crit, so 22 versus AC. And 21 damage, but I have effectively -4 AC until the end of my next turn.
Okay. He is definitely bloodied now.
And we'll call it good there.
Okay. All right. The Goblin Sorcerer's turn.
Holy, cracking out encounter powers, are we? I will do as well. To believe, yes. I'm going to do an AoE. He doesn't just do Chaos Bolt, he also has the great power of Vesuvius Eruption.
I hit the deck.
Targeting the loam and silt. This is for the silt. 19 versus reflex.
So can
myself
Mesoprati
against that
see
rock.
silt? I don't think Mesoprati can see silt.
No, it's an AoE targeting the center. It is
Oh, I missed
Targeting
that part.
center.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
So it is a burst 1,
Okay.
10 range, as quite literally volcano eruption coming from the ground as lava and fire spurt out.
Fire in the hole!
Just lights up an entire cave. And Loam is 5 versus reflex. And for the, I think it's for the rest of the encounter. So I double check. No, it lasts until the end of my next turn. I create a zone of difficult terrain. Any creature that ends its turn in the zone will take 5 damage, fire damage.
Oh dear. Okay. So silt is no more. So loam is, and that did not take anything from that one. So.
No.
But there is a zone of difficult terrain there now.
It's hot and spicy. That will be his turn.
All right, and it is his turn. It is his turn now, being loam.
He's alone.
Yes. So he's starting his turn. Oh dear. Inside this zone. So you said if he starts his turn in the zone, then he's going to take some damage?
If he ends.
If he ends.
Oh, well, isn't that
He has to end
convenient?
his turn there.
No.
Come on over.
Yeah.
I'm forcing him to move. Get to work.
Yes. How would you like to be slammed, sir?
Slam me
Or-
away.
Slam down,
Or
big
I should
time.
say young lady. Sorry, it was your bug woman. I forgot about that. Yeah. So.
Hey, it's okay. Secondary sex characteristics in a giant mantis aren't exactly apparent.
Yes. He didn't realize till he got right up close to realize. So.
I do think they're quite apparent because only female
Which is
praying
why he
mantises
rolled
are
so
going to live that
poorly
long.
Only female mantises have a head. You're right about that.
I will assume the 8 is insufficient to.
No, not if it's AC.
Yeah. So, yeah. So that's sadly for him. That's all he can do. So, and it's your turn.
Lovely. Yeah. It's clawing time. Let's do that.
Yeah, that went about the way we would expect.
Yeah, that is 12 damage to one target and 13 to another. That was only my minor action. Now, the shift restriction that Shale put on me, is that until the end of this current turn of mine?
I believe that shift restriction is probably gone since Shale is a pile of rocks on the ground now.
Oh, okay then. Then let me use my standard action, because my claws are only a minor, to do goading maneuver on my neighbor.
So 23 versus AC.
Correct.
Definitely going to hit. And okay. And a pretty substantial
So
amount
that
of
marks
damage.
very substantial. That marks Micah, and then since I have a shift 2, I will slide next to Beryl and then mark her.
Oh, so you can mark even if you didn't attack that one. You can.
Yep. It
Nice.
says 18 damage, and Chisoda shifts 2 squares. In addition, she marks 1 or 2 enemies adjacent to her until the end of her next turn. I presume since that's in sequence, I shift and then mark my new neighbor.
Okay. Yep. So Micah and Beryl are both marked by you right now. So
that's my job. Yep.
Okay. There you go.
And I have left myself very vulnerable to attacks. Please, no. Oh, no.
If they go for that, they'll take a -2 to hit you, and I'll get to swing on them.
All right. Is that it for Soda?
That's me.
All right. Willem.
Willem is going to... I'm going to just pretty much stay where I'm at, but I am going to look up at Micah up there and just, in a very, very pitying voice, "Well, you seem to be struggling here. Should I take off my armor so you have more of a chance?" And cast Vicious Mockery. Charisma versus Will. 15.
Yes.
8 damage then.
Oof.
And it will take a -2 penalty to attack rolls until the end of my next turn.
Oh, okay. And also bloodied. Is that it for Willem?
That's it.
All right. Now, I'd say that Micah would get some revenge on you, but for some reason he doesn't feel that he can. He feels...
Yeah. Could I have instead shifted into this square? So I forgot about my opportunity attack if someone attacks a neighbor kind of situation. So that way I can cover both Ashy and...
Gotcha.
Willem.
Yeah. Yep, that's fine. So Micah is going to move down and is going to slam Sota.
Got it. Cool. Yep, do it.
12!
Cannot do.
Okay. And Beryl, inspired by his counterpart's attempt, will do the same. And with technically, since you are being flanked now, though, so technically that is a 17. So I assume a 14 would not have hit, right? So
no, even so flanked, my double-bladed Lotuli weapon, I'm able to fence them off from both sides.
Nice. Okay. So they complete their turn with nothing to show for it, which puts Tane in a position.
Did make the offer.
All right, Tane, what do you have? Top of the order.
If I'm not, I forgot whether I shifted back. I think I shifted back before I attacked last time. I'm going to go with Grasping Tides on Micah. Lift my hands up and feel the elemental power running through me. Kind of point my my spear in the area, and a vortex of water appears right directly behind him. It's a area burst 1, and let's see here. There it goes. 18 versus Fortitude.
Yes, indeed.
And
And
that's 11.
that is going to take care of Micah.
So don't worry about the secondary effect then.
Anything
Yes.
else? Any movement?
I think I'll hold right here.
Okay. Ashy?
Obliterate barrel from existence.
Indeed, you do. Didn't even know what hit him.
Predicted there last.
Let me confirm critical on that one. Okay, no, we're good.
All right. And that is the last of the enemies. See, you guys knew what you were doing. Even when you couldn't see all the enemies, you knew you had it under control. So
Good work, team. High five. I have 4 arms. I can high five everyone.
You can pet 4 dogs. That is the best race in the game. All right, let's catch our breath. It looks like we have 2 different directions we can maybe go in, at least from where I'm seeing. I don't have good eyes in the dark.
Does anybody need any kind of healing?
Yeah, I got healing surges to spend. I'm at 11
All right,
out
hang
of
on.
29.
I'm going to do a Song of Rest. 1 second, let me find it. So we can take a minute. I'm going to just kind of lean against the rock and play my lute. When an affected character spends healing surges at the end of the rest, they regain additional hit points equal to my charisma modifier with each healing surge. So if you use a healing surge, you will get 4 extra healing points.
That's amazing.
In addition, yeah.
Then I was going to be a little shy with 2 spent. That'll top me up.
Because that'll put you at +8. And if anybody else needs to spend 1, that is everybody that can hear it. So.
And I think we did just hit a milestone, so everyone remember that you get an action point.
I completely forgot about the action points.
Yep. Things I've spotted is this looks kind of suspicious up here. And then I don't know if this or this goes anywhere, and I don't have the eyes to really check on that one.
It worked so well last time. Do you want me to scurry off?
Presume, presume like nothing
Stay away from the walls.
You take one.
Shane, did you need healing also?
Yeah, I used the healing surge.
Oh,
I was
okay,
only down
okay, got it.
4. I just went and topped it back off. Seems like they're getting sturdier as we go.
So who is going to move where?
Lag. Tane, you want to take one? Tane, I should say.
Yeah. What do you think? Go down or back up where they came from?
You go back where they came from, and I'll go down just in case I open up a terrible nest of monsters. I'll take my 2 smaller arms and set Mezzoparazzi on my knee and be like, now while I'm away, you stay next to the big knight with the sword. Got it?
All right, you got it.
I pat you on the head. That's a good boss.
You want me to go first?
Simultaneously?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's put the party as hard as we can. Come on, Mezzoparazzi, let's investigate this wall over here.
All right, let's go.
Slide right there and see what we get.
I'm going to shift up 1 so I can keep everybody in my line of sight.
Probably a good plan.
It's just, let's all split up in a place with primordial energy. What could possibly go wrong?
Look, I'm hoping this goes Scooby-Doo sideways.
Yeah, let's all run in and out of doors.
All right. So, what are we doing at the door? What are we doing at the door?
I just wanted to investigate this because it looks suspicious, for lack of a better term.
Yeah, it is a
Rooms
door.
and stone.
It
Okay.
appears to be a locked door.
I'm good at building things, so I'm good at taking things down as well. I can try and like pick at it.
Okay. Do a thievery check.
Yeah, absolutely. But
So you fiddle with it for a little bit, but you know, it's just not happening.
I'll leave this to the great Mezzoparazzi then.
Step aside.
Give up.
Fireball, the key for every lock.
Yeah, it's like
High explosives, the key to every lock.
he just looks over to Ashley and just asks, "You want me to like examine it, or do you want me to blow it up?"
Probably both.
Okay.
Presumably both.
Alright.
Fire in the hole!
Great Mezzoparazzi would like to examine the door. Well, given that we have knowledge that we have a key that is magical, perhaps is the door magical? Maybe the two and two put together.
Oh, like it was like they were keeping the key under the doormat?
Yeah.
If that's the case, I'll roll that across the floor diagonally to you. Yeah.
That's an impressive roll.
I'm an impressive man.
Nice drag.
It doesn't take much of knowledge in the operation of locks and keys to realize that this glass shard filled with some sort of watery substance is not designed to fit in the fairly standard skeleton key looking hole on this door.
Are there bodies left, or are they just piles of rubble?
They're mostly piles of rubble now.
Okay.
Uh,
And I didn't find a key when I searched her, right? When I searched the woman in the other chamber?
No.
Okay.
What's Tane seeing up there?
Looks like more wall to the cavern. I think it probably just loops around, but I'll go around the corner and see.
the great Mezzoparazzi would like to shuffle himself back a little bit, take a glance of Ashley, and just goes, "You might want to stay back for this one."
I'm gonna move over
chaos.
here now.
He takes another step back for his own safety to chaos bolt the door. He'd like to bless the door with his almighty chaos bolt. It's the only thing he has going for him.
Okay.
Would you like me to roll for that?
Oh yes, I would. Sorry, I thought you were
Yeah,
doing
of
that.
Yeah.
Fortunately, this door isn't even quite built to the standards as those statues that you saw in the previous room, so it didn't take much of anything to
He just popped.
yes, it kind of stands for a second and then just falls down to the ground. So
This door was so poorly constructed it even took psychic damage.
Demoralized.
the door feels very bad about itself right now.
It no longer wishes to be a door.
Oh no! What if it was an earth elemental made into a door? We just
He's just so disappointed.
But if it was a mimic?
I appear to have found
Do you see anything?
a person!
Oh, a person.
It was an explosive!
And,
That would have ended horribly!
and this person is quaking in fear right now at the door falling away, and now the sight of this very impressively dressed goblin.
With an incredibly large robe and hat, probably built for a
the best
fully
ambassador.
grown man.
Whoever you are, the goblin's friendly.
I'll go try and help them up so they're not having to deal with the goblin.
And I'll follow right behind as well.
Are you here to help me?
Yeah, we're looking for someone's friend who's gone missing. Fendrick, I believe, right?
Fendrick. Does he have a shop in town? I think I know the name.
Aye, that he does.
Yeah, I haven't seen him for a while. Is he looking for me?
Did you come here with somebody else, or are you by yourself here?
No, I came by myself. I was just wondering what was going on, so I just kind of was just looking around, and there was these creatures made of rock that came after me, and I ducked into this room and locked the door behind me, and I've been hiding out here for a few days now.
Aside from the rocks, have you heard or seen anything else passing through here? Because we were told lots of evil is coming in and out of this cave.
There's been a steady stream of people coming and going that I've been able to see from behind this wall, from behind the door. And there's just, I've become more and more convinced that this entire place is evil.
All right, well, why don't we help you outside? Did you see what way they were going in deeper in? Is there a deeper in?
I was actually going to ask, DM, when I was over here, did I see anything in this corner on this side?
I will go ahead and just reveal the rest of the...
So I then say, all right, well, the cave does seem to go on a bit further, so...
Pay no attention to these tokens. They're just for my benefit. They're not for...
Yeah.
He's teleporting around. He did the walls.
The ghosts
They're
of
coming out of the
tokens
wall.
past.
Yes.
They're coming out of the gosh darn walls!
I thought they were coming out of the gosh darn floor. Well, the way to the entrance is clear if you want to go out. I assume we're gonna continue our explorations.
He thanks you kindly, but also hands you something he found on the floor before he jumped into this chamber. Which is another glass shard that is this one filled with what appears to be just dirt. Kind of shaking around, and it moves around and stuff, but very similar to the other one.
I'm assuming that would help you.
I have infinite fortitude. I'm probably fine.
Okay, well then I'll hang on to that one.
Who is that? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Willem will hang on to the Earth Shard.
Got it. I will put it in your
so
journal.
+1 fortitude, and I cannot be shifted. Sweet.
Okay. All right, so he doesn't hesitate to take your advice, and he scurries out of the way and says, I am out of here, and I will never explore another cave in my life.
Honestly, good plan.
That's a good plan.
Really, though.
Honestly, I don't know why we do this. We're obviously touched in the head.
Yes.
Does anybody else have like a really poor fortitude save or fortitude score
What's
that
fortitude?
could benefit from this before I hang on to it?
I have 11. What's fortitude?
Because mine's 13, so I'm okay.
Yeah, mine's 11.
I'm 11 as
Just a little old man.
Okay, then. All right, Resiparazzi, you have the water shard, right?
Yes, I can pass that over.
Okay,
to somebody
so
else.
Please.
I'll trade you.
Okay.
Because that actually, I think, could probably help me since I'm going to be up in the fight some.
Oh, sure. I'll delete this from my screen now.
Okay, so the earth
So
shard.
Willem will have the fight with the water shard.
Okay, gotcha.
And Mezzo has the Earth Shard.
Yes.
Gotcha.
All right, so that'll give me +1 to my AC. I took the fort.
If we find a fire shard and an air shard, I could become the avatar of destruction.
I thought you swore you were already
Everything was
the
going
Avatar of
fine until the
Destruction.
air shard attacked.
All right, where would the party like to travel at this time?
Let's go further in if whoever has a light source wants to take point.
I still have mine.
Yeah,
I
I'll go
have
pick up my
arms to
sunrod.
hold it.
Wait, Chisota's got like 4 arms.
Oh yeah, Chisota's got 4 arms. You can hold the light source.
I've already got one in one of them, and I have another. And I'm like, okay.
All right.
You got glow sticks.
What's that fire dancing thing? The poi, you know, where it flips those
Yeah.
around.
Yeah. You do that while you're fighting. It's amazing.
Yeah, distract them. That's my marking.
All right, we heading down into the next, down to the southeast there.
Further down and further in.
Yeah. Let's
Okay.
do this.
All right, we are get everybody moved over. As you walk down this chamber, the sound of rushing water becomes more and more clear, and then eventually opens up into a very large chamber with what appears to be a river of water coming from outside the rocks and rushing across the entire chamber.
Oh, what fantastic names.
I've been laughing since the screen came up.
There is over the sound of the water, you can kind of hear a moaning sound of someone that sounds like they're in pain, coming from across the chamber in this general vicinity.
Ah, curses! Blood forming! My weakness!
He just sees a bunch of islands and a lot of water.
Can I throw one of my 2 sun rods into the center of the pool? See if that attracts whatever these things are.
Sure. How far
Like
are you going to throw? Give me a...
Well, I have a +10 athletics. I was trying to aim for this center island.
Okay. That would be a good dexterity check. Roll an acrobatics check to see how accurate you are.
I will kindly defer to a more dexterous compatriot.
Any takers?
I think that we're all weak on dex, honestly.
Joke's on you, I got 18!
Oh, why am I not surprised?
I'm gonna do it!
Take
Move
it.
it, move it.
I'll lift
You
you over
really
my
are
head.
the great Mezzoparazzi.
Before I was a great and powerful wizard, I worked in a circus.
He just kind of like scoots to the very edge, takes the glow stick and just tosses it as hard as he can. And
Da-da-da-da. 19.
Ooh, impressive. So that glow stick does indeed land directly on the center of this island. And
Well, throw in there, my little green friend.
Oh, thank you.
Does that attract these eel?
so this one they both kind of start to converge. Not the one off here, but these two, they actually both enter into the water, and then you are unable to see them anymore.
Okay. Well, I heard somebody in trouble, so I'm gonna try and get something more central of a view. I think. So I'm gonna take a running start and try and like jump from just across this little bit of a hop here.
Okay.
With a running start, that should be like DC 10.
Yeah. Go for it.
yeah. So that's happening. The great Mezzoparazzi's going back out of the water. He's like, I don't want anything to do with it. It's in there now. Oh.
All right, you are able to
They make
see.
that look so easy.
Yeah, and I'm gonna call out, hey, are you okay? Are these things dangerous? We're here to help.
It's sounds very weak. And he says, "Yes, please help me. These creatures, they'll eat your skin if you let them touch you."
Joke's on them. I got no skin.
Alright, we are gonna be a little clustered on this one. Do you guys have secondary plans for us traversing this, or it's gonna be a lot of hopscotch?
I have that. Well, no,
Can
we
we tell
use
how
that rope. Does anybody else have a rope?
Actually, I have a explorer's kit, so I'm pretty sure I have a rope.
Yeah, I believe
Yep.
Adventure's Kit is a 50 and
Yeah.
a 10.
I have a climber's kit, which includes pitons. If you pass me that rope, I can do the hopscotch. I'm a natural born jumper, and I can create like a pulley, like a you can wade and pull yourself across, and then if anybody wants to take a bite out of me, I'll be at the forefront.
Yeah, we could have a rope bridge.
That works.
Is it deep enough to swim?
It's hard to tell because it's moving so quickly. How deep this water is.
If someone could just tie me up or carry me, I'm terrible at swimming.
I have a swim
learn.
speed. A speed. I
Didn't
could
learn
try to.
this in Goblin school.
Well, I'll shape into something that's a swimmer.
Good plan, good plan.
So if I move here, I'll move here. How do I get the line? Ah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My swim speed is 3.
So where are you trying to go swim to?
The guy over here.
Yep. Yeah. So you're just trying to, you don't want to swim straight across there, but you can only move 3 at a time.
Yeah, I can. I have a swim speed of 3.
Okay.
If
So
you dashed, you could get 6.
oh yeah. Yeah, so if you dash, you could go all the way across.
Just be careful. There's like eels or something in the water.
And let us know how deep it is.
Hey, could I, if you want to swim, do you mind if I do that relay jump thing? Maybe if I use one of these glow sticks and kind of do like the T-Rex Jurassic Park move, I can get them distracted onto me, and that way that'll hopefully clear you away from being a tasty snack.
Yeah, sounds good.
Would you like an athletics check for the jumps? John?
Oh, sorry. I was moving creatures around. So
Oh, good. Yeah, excellent. Yep.
yeah.
It's too calm.
Yes, please. Oh. Yeah, that's pretty impressive. So yes. Whatever,
so
wherever you want to jump, you pretty much got there. So
sure. What I want to do is I want to create a relay system. So first I'll stop at Ashy's island. If you want to like bend over, let me use your back like a springboard. Then I'll end there.
okay.
I'll pause here for a second to see if anybody wants to come and take a nibble.
And this guy is going to try to take a bite out of you. Well, he's more going to.
If I can ask real quick, how would like preparing an action work? So like if as he was going across, if I could prepare, would I be able to like prepare something if he gets attacked? Or...
Yeah, you can ready an action. So
okay.
yeah, if you just.
So I would ready vicious mockery for anybody that if he gets attacked as he's moving.
Okay, so this I'll let you decide if this is the trigger enough. So as this is a very small island right here, so as he steps onto that island, this one out of instinct is going to kind of is going to move towards him, and it doesn't actually make any damage on him, but it's that's all it does. Now, if you wanted to do vicious mockery on him or not, that's up to you.
Did it move threateningly, or did it just move like an animal?
It more kind of instinctively, hey, someone's on my island, I'm going to move towards that.
Okay, since it didn't harm him, I'm going to keep the trigger to be an ally is attacked.
Okay.
Okay. All the while, right as I'm jumping, I'm trailing a rope. So Tane, you're going to be swimming. I'll hammer in a rope right by Tane's current position. Then jump to Ashy, pass, angle the rope to her and a piton so that she can loop that in. And I jump there, and I hammer in a piton on this island. and that is used 25 of a 50-foot rope.
Okay.
Would you like a check to hammer? Or
No. I think I think you've had enough experience hammering things that you can let that one slide.
Then a jump onto the next island in the chain.
Okay. So you jumped there?
Correct.
Okay. And can you do an athletics check for that one?
Sure can.
Okay. Consistent.
I'm very consistent.
Yes. All right.
You're an athletic bug there.
I sure am. The jumping haunches of an ambush predator. I'll hammer in another loop here.
Yep.
And then I'll again hold for a second to see if anything wants to take a nibble.
Nope. Nothing happens there.
And then I will complete the relay, and I won't have quite enough distance to affix the full 50 feet. But if I stand here, I should just be able to kind of like reach out and hold the other end of the anchor rope.
Yeah, I think actually right at the edge here, you probably could hammer it into the wall, and they'd find enough rock that's strong enough.
That's what I was thinking. Like, it seems like it'll end just in that square south of me.
Yeah.
So if I just hold that right there, people can try and make the journey. And I can jump and relocate if people are attacked as needed.
So then holding onto that rope, folks could use that to help steady them as you walk across this water. Now, nobody has actually stepped into this water yet, right?
Right. Now, if you put it here, actually, in the square, like on this side, because you didn't necessarily have to put it where you landed.
True.
So you could put it like there at a better angle, which gets you all the way to the shore.
Did they teach trigonometry in Bard?
They teach us a lot of things in Bard School. And some life lessons we just learned while we're at Bard School. Ah, Rosita, I miss you so much.
So does anyone know how to draw a line? I'm drawing a line, but it's not showing. I was trying to put a line actually on the screen, but I can see it, but it doesn't show.
Maybe it's a layer problem.
Oh, yours just popped up, yeah.
Oh, now we see all the lines. Okay, good.
Hang on, I'll get mine out of the way at least. Control Z. Oh, nope, that's not right.
Yeah, the blue line is pretty much accurate to what I was intending.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's moving.
There we go.
Quantum rope.
All right. So, so anyone moving along that line will not feel the effects of this water.
I think I deleted myself with that line.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh. And Ashley's decided to just go home, so you're on your own now.
Gone, but
It
not
is quantum
forgotten.
entanglement.
Yeah, right. Would you like me to make another couple jumps to a couple athletic checks to occupy that center island where the fulcrum is, just in case anybody needs a lifeguard?
So you're going to head back to that one?
Yeah.
Now that you have the rope there, you can just crawl across using the rope, right? So,
Oh, yeah, sure.
I mean, if you prefer to jump because it's more dramatic, then that's fine. I mean, that seems more of a Mesoparazzi thing for me, but
I trust my jumping skills a lot more than I trust my balance skills. Let's put it that way.
See, all those arms, really? Okay.
No, good point.
Okay, we have a nice path established over to this other platform.
Tana, I know you wanted to go swimming. Did you still want to check like if there's a bottom or any other like sides of water or anything like that?
Well, since I'm right there at the beginning of the rope, I'll wade in, and if it looks like it's deep enough to swim, I may try to just shoot across, and then that way we have somebody over on that side too.
Because if you're a strong swimmer, it might be good to have you with the injured person.
Yeah. I've got swim speed of, well, I guess so my speed 7, so half, so it'll be 3. So I'm gonna wade out just right there on the edge of the rope and see how deep it is. It looks like deep enough to take a swim.
It is if you're heading out there, the water probably comes up to about your waist. It's maybe 2-3 feet deep.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take a try. I'm gonna try to swim swim over to that closest edge there.
So are you actually down in here then? Sorry, I don't mean to move your token for you, but
Yeah, I'll drop out on that rope.
all right.
Just
And
try to-
you're turning into something that has a swim speed?
Actually, I have a swim speed because of one of my features.
Oh, okay. All right. So you yourself have swim speed. Got it.
My water shaper.
Okay.
My swim speed is 3.
Okay. So if you were to do a dash, then you could get all the way over to over here.
I'm going to give that a try.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
I made it.
You made it without incident.
TGM, you want to hop on me back and I'll get you across?
Please. Please. He's unfortunately 3'4", and if that's 2 to 3 feet, he's gonna have to hold his breath.
Well, I managed to get the monkey off me back, but I'll take a goblin instead. I'll pick it up and
Grown.
pick him up and put him on my shoulders. And as I am sure I will be encumbered, I will slowly make my way across with the rope.
Okay.
He's a 45-pound goblin.
Very Yoda-esque.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have
So
a
I am
path.
going to directly follow the path of the rope.
Okay.
Is there any point where I am?
If you're following the
I guess
path
I
of
need-
the
I
rope,
would need to wait
everything
for
is fine.
Ashy and Smoke to- Okay. All right, so I will eventually get over to here
Yep.
and check on this person.
You can drop Mesopraxy with either of us if you need to.
He just come
Just
along.
kind of walk over, hold it out. Here,
Yeah,
hold this.
cat.
Yeah, I'll take him. I'll take him.
So I might just in the
Spike
same
him like a
time with you
football.
right now. Yeah. I'm sharing. Just wet cat look of just
You look a bit sturdier than I am. You hold this.
I'll take the baby Yoda.
So while all this is going on, this fellow lying on the ground is kind of unsure what to make of this situation. He's kind of curling a little further into the wall.
Don't worry, lad. See, the problem is that, well, we had a goblin, a rope, and a bug, and the goblin and the bug could go across but not leave the rope there, and the rope and the bug could... long story.
Well, are you here to help
Fox
me?
and the chicken and the crane.
Yes, yes. Are you here to help? Because with everything I've seen so far, it's not really clear.
You know, that's fair. I consider myself a helpful sort, so sure, I am here to help until the moment you pull a weapon on us.
Okay, I won't be doing that.
Good to know. So, what's your story here, lad? Did you happen to come here with someone? Or...
I did. My Fendrick.
Fendrick. Good lad. He's waiting outside for you if you'd like to follow the rope there to...
It would seem he's
head
the
back.
smart one of the group. And
I didn't want to say it, but I kind of look around. I might know the feeling.
In fairness, he didn't really tell us who he's looking for other than his friends, so we've just sent every person we found in this cave to him.
Well, I mean, that's where it happens to be where the exit is. So you follow the rope, you go up, and you go over, and you'll find an exit. Mind the piles of rubble.
that's fair enough. I appreciate the help. I did manage in my travels to find this item if it helps you. And he's got a piece of glass that is glowing red.
Ooh.
And while you're debating that, he doesn't waste any time. And
Yeah, I make sure to try and
Oops.
help ferry him over.
Come on, there you go. Yeah, you got it.
God.
Good job, boyo. No more cave diving. Your mother's worried.
Help him get out, pass him a sunrod to help him just see through the dark cave behind us.
So who would
All right,
like
so-
to have the fire shard?
That's a bonus to attack rolls, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So who all uses melee?
I was gonna say, presumably it's myself for Soda.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I do as well, but I've got the water shard, so I'm good with that. So if one of you two want to take it.
I sure will. I make a lot of melee attacks all at once.
Yeah, I feel
So
like
I
having
think
the
you
fighter
probably-
interrupt more
You'd
accurately.
statistically be a good one to have it.
All right. Fair enough. And now that we've gotten the rope strung over here, oh, actually, I should. From where you guys are positioned now, I can reveal a little bit more. Because Chisoda has done a fine job of taking up a position that allows visibility to pretty much everywhere.
Okay, good. We're not gonna have to swim.
Oh.
I was sat there like, okay, which tunnel do we want to swim down?
Just as a heads up, I have like 20 variations of my basic attacks to accommodate for like various opportunity attack bonuses and such. So I'm just gonna say whatever I roll +1.
Fair.
Yeah. Soto, what do you see?
Well, I see one more of those water eels on a rock landing. A lot of very dark tunnels that remain submerged.
Do we have enough
Unfortunate-
pedants to run another rope?
There are a nebulous amount of pitons in a climber's kit. But presuming that I'm climbing like a mountain and we've only used 4, I think that there's probably at least like 6 more, but sold in batches of 10, I'd guess. So if we'll need another rope, but
I'll give you my rope then.
oh, okay, good.
Just commit
There you
all
go.
of our rope to this room.
Yeah,
Have a rope.
thank you. And then let's continue this nexus here. Making like a highway.
And same deal, I will ready Vicious Mockery if he is attacked. 3 of 5 ropes spent.
So where are you jumping this time?
to
okay.
there.
Okay. Fair.
Barely clears, I think.
And the creature there similarly just kind of instinctively rubs up against your leg, I guess.
Ugh.
But which probably is no more than
Ew.
yeah, exactly.
If I shimmy over here, is it possible? I imagine I'll probably have a splashdown, but to end up, if we imagine because I can't jump directly south, but if I jump at a little bit of a bias, I can
Do a nature check before.
Sure.
Well, is your intention
I
is
was
to
just
still you're going to land on the land, or are you trying
Well,
because that's going to be
I
an
don't think I
impressive
can hit the
move.
land.
I mean, I don't know what your gymnastics training is, but that's a hard left turn, and so
Yeah, I don't think I can hit the land.
Parkour.
This is only to illustrate my intended heading.
okay.
Would it not have made more sense to go from here to yeah?
I don't think I
Like
can
that arrow
jump
just
that
went-
far.
That would be a spicy jump.
That would be a spicy jump.
So, I would say whoever is observing the water and strategizing this, do a nature check.
All right.
I've been kind of idle. I'll toss one out. Yeah, that's about right.
13.
All right.
Great Mesoprosi's been
Ting.
drying himself off. He probably knows.
All right. Tane, William, and Sota, and the great Mesoprosy, of course. Yes. Everyone except for Ashy. It gets a pretty good feel after observing this water where the water is flowing. And you see that the water over here is flowing more down this way. But then as you get into this area, it's more flowing out this way. So if the
split.
So landing right here would probably be between the two poles, and it wouldn't be as bad.
it's
Or
likely
sweep to
it's
the right,
likely
yeah.
going to pull you here is direction this water's going to go. So
Okay.
Okay,
So
so
if we-
Mario jump, wall jump this one, into this one, into here.
Parkour.
yes,
Good, but I'm not that.
roll a parkour check.
If we've anchored this other rope to that central Nexus Island, I can just make a leading jump, since I presume I'm probably the heaviest thing here in our team, and serve as an anchor, and hopefully we can just wade and kind of do like a water park, pull ourselves along the rope that I am holding. So I'll jump back to the primary island and then do that diagonal. Even if I don't make the entire clearing, it'll at least get me real close.
Okay.
Yeah, if it continues this way.
Yep.
So I'll make 2 athletics checks, 1 to get back to the center, and then 1 to make that diagonal.
Yep.
You got this.
Ooh.
Not this time.
No. So
Oh,
you get about here, and that is going to immediately shift you 1 square right to this square. Oops, sorry, I can't switch. Yep, right there. You're
I
good.
got you.
Yep.
Can I fight the current and mosey south?
Yeah. Yes. Now the current is basically going to now pull you. It's effectively every turn. It's gonna pull you towards this exit over here. Is what it's gonna do. So
Sure. I just want to mosey south, so that way I'm pulled along the south edge of that central rock.
yeah. So if you move directly south, it'll start pulling you down in right where you want to go. Actually,
Lovely.
there you go.
All right, team. Go!
So I will follow the rope that is now running
So
there.
where was this rope? The rope that you have in your
anchored.
hand.
Anchored right where Willem is.
Oh, okay. So you had anchored it there. Oh, I got you. And then you jumped over to the other one. Okay, I'm with
Yeah.
you. Yep, got it. So whoever our line drawer is,
That's good.
there we go. Yes.
So I will follow to there.
I
So
will-
are you taking the rope the rest of the way to?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Ah. There you go.
I will hold this position till last in case anything happens, so people can like safely get across.
It's all mosey that way.
Okay, Mazzoparazzi, you're gonna have to just climb along this rope. It's nice, it's safe, it's secured. You're gonna go right over to
Alright.
Soda, and then I'll come over after you.
With the power of the shot, I can't be shifted. Aha!
Oh,
Wanna
very
be
true.
young.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you can just walk.
Just,
As he just kind of like goes in the water and he just pops out, just like
the water's just-
shuffling through with the rope.
Before you go in, I'm like, you got this. And then you got this. I'm like, I'm so proud. You've done it.
Like, poor guy is just
Your relationship is so
shuffling his
wholesome.
way
It's good to
across.
see.
Just like,
A little longer. You can do it.
so he eventually just kind of arrives somewhere on the island.
Yeah. Elbow, elbow,
He just
knee,
pops
knee.
his
That's
head
how you get
up,
out.
like, "Let's roam!" Ah! So he just latches onto Chisolta.
and then I'll bring up the rear.
As you arrive, I'm like, thank you. You've safeguarded my charge.
And
He just looks even more like a wet cat at this point. Just
The robes are clinging, which makes them look smaller.
I'm just having like flashes of one of the Gremlins movies at this point.
and just like that, you cross the river. No big deal, right? It's
We're
all
not
good.
paranoid adventurers.
No, not at all.
Which,
The best encounter is one you can outsmart.
yes, there you go.
That's it.
And so following this passage down leads you into another chamber here.
Ooh. This one looks neat.
And from where you're standing, you can hear it's very similar to the chamber that you first entered. You hear the sound of wind moving. You can hear some water moving. You hear actually what sounds like fire, and so very, very similar vibe as you're standing in the entryway here.
Okay, keep an eye out for shoddily made statues and really nice jewelry.
And in front of you see this is a table, a very very nice looking stone table.
We'll scoot a few squares in just to get a better view of the room.
I'll go like right here.
And above there appears to be a sarcophagus amongst the water in front of you, and there is a humanoid shaped person standing atop it holding a trident, and he's suspicious of you, we'll say.
Are you also a missing villager? Because we found like 2.5 of those already.
I am no villager. Are you here to swear fealty to me?
What are
Is
you
that something
offering?
people do nowadays? I mean, currently we're unaligned to any lord, so it's
Yeah, like do you have like a contract of sponsorship, like resources for adventurers?
I'm not saying we're
Now get
unwilling.
20% off.
We'd just like to know the fine print before we commit to anything.
Those that are welcome here are those that have come to pay their respects to the great elemental warriors of old.
Oh,
Those
we
are Brossi, this
definitely
one's
could pay
up to you.
respect.
We've got an
Yeah.
elemental warrior of present.
We're really just here looking for people that are lost, so we'd love to pay our respects. I mean, I'm sure you guys were really great people. Elemental warriors.
And we are not lost. We know exactly where we stand.
Okay, so
Are you-
y'all are By we, do you mean yourself there in the like the royal we, or do you have any friends with you? That's not important. We're looking for villagers primarily, people that
Yes,
have just wandered in here and gotten lost.
Are you in the habit of human trafficking or abduction?
You don't just come out and say it. You ask for work around it there.
My blades are sharp. My wit is blunt.
We welcome all of those who have sworn the same allegiances as us, and we will protect them. But if you are not here with that, then you are not welcome.
So if we were to swear allegiance now, would it be retroactive, or does our presence here without said swearing cause issues?
It is already apparent to me and my counterparts that you are not here with good intentions.
I think he's got.
I would say that rescuing missing villagers is probably the best of intentions.
I'm not concerned about missing villagers. I'm concerned about those that are going to help us achieve our goals.
Well, you've been a bit vague on the goals part. What exactly are your goals here?
Is your goal returning to the local village?
My goal is we will return to the local village and all the villages in this area with our powers.
Perfect.
So the conquest is your goal.
It's not conquest. It is putting things the way that they should be, restoring balance to nature.
You know, I knew a cult that had a similar view.
The Great Mesoparazzi would like to speak in Primordial and ask, which lord do you serve?
I serve the elemental water lord.
The water lord?
Neptulon the Tide Hunter?
I was like,
I'm to him as well.
Be primordial adept, and someone who is very much in knowledge of the elemental lords and the patrons. Would the Great Mesoparazzi be able to identify this lord?
You would no, Mesoparazzi would know this just because it's so painfully obvious that, as with the statues that were shoddily constructed, this person is probably an offshoot of an offshoot of an offshoot of an offshoot of some sort of elemental worshipping faction, to the point where they are completely bogus in whatever they're worshipping.
Mesoparazzi pulls out, just points directly at this man and goes, "You're more of a sham than I am! I at least know the Primordial Lords! I even have one of their powers! I've got a patron!"
Even gave me one of the trading cards. I'm going to move up here and just yell at the guy. Oh, wait. Here, where'd it go? Yeah, right here. And then, you sure there your patron is in fact one of the title lords and not perhaps the 13 bottles of vodka I suspect you've consumed this evening? And I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery on him. So, Charisma versus Will. And let's get it actually roll here. 17.
Yes, that is absolutely. and with that gauntlet laid down, I believe that initiative is in order.
I think Mesoparazzi should probably be a little bit closer, considering they're shouting.
Yeah.
As we roll this, I feel like it's important for the YouTube comment section to know that Taco Sandwich and I were both like, "Oh yeah, the negotiation is really important." He was like, I feel bad that I'm making a bard that's focusing on non-combat stuff, and here we are stirring the pot."
Right.
What you have to understand, YouTube, is that Once you get started playing D&D, you're looking for combat.
Look,
The best of
there can
intentions
only be
last
one
right up
chance.
until you have an opportunity to cast a spell.
There can only be one sham in this room, and his uncle at least works for the Primordials, so he knows things.
His uncle is John Primordial.
John Primordial, I met him at Primordial Con last year.
This one is going to take just a second to get all set up.
You go for it.
Hooray. Having a background as being devoted to Primordials is being useful.
There comes a point in every negotiation when you realize that they're not just negotiating in bad faith, they're negotiating with bad intelligence scores, so you may as well just throw down.
Look, I think your background in elementals and your background in being a con man have both come in huge and clutch in this encounter.
Right?
This
I was
guy's a
unaware that
scam, I
chaotic
should know.
stupid was an alignment, dude.
As we can see, the stock, the Nasdaq Trading Index values con man and throwing down the gauntlet very highly this quarter.
Oh, look, BS features are way up.
All right, we get everybody? Whew.
I will continue to just roll good initiative scores for no reason.
I'm just sad
I actually
that
rolled above
my-
a 10 for initiative. Hooray! I'm not going to be at the end anymore.
I'm just sad my wild soul roll was so bad for this, this entire little adventure.
I am
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
At the start of each day, I get to roll a d10, and whatever it lands on is my +5 resistance and piercing. It's radiant.
Oh yeah, that'll come up.
Yeah, that's surely gonna come up in here in the Primordials. He's just sitting there quietly cursing his own inability to control it. Just,
That's so in a character, though, too, of like, yes, today I shall be protected from all divine magic, and you walk into a room and it's just the elemental caves of chaos.
and he's just curses.
I could have been powerful.
To put it this way, if you're a chaos sorcerer, you're a little bit of a gambler, and took a bad bet there. Today did not.
Why did I put all of my points into bartering?
I have to tell you, John, I'm the only person I know that likes the 5e adventure that all of these tokens in this room came from. So it's very charming. It's
Yes.
wonderful to see all these familiar faces.
All right. There are a lot of people in this in this round. So who what is Ashy's initiative modifier?
+0, she's just been rolling absolutely insane today.
Okay. Well, that's good because this elemental's also 0. So how about you go first?
If you insist.
Yeah.
So I kind of don't like the look of this terrain, in fairness. But you know what? It is my job to face check things, so we're just gonna live and learn. 1, 2, I try and move into the windy.
I should before you take that second move, I should warn you that as Willem threw down the gauntlet and challenged everybody in this chamber to a good fight, they each called up a few of their friends.
Perfect.
Target practice.
In my defense, I only knew about the one person that was in here. I couldn't see the rest of them.
The rest were really quiet. They just didn't want to have a conversation with us. Like, maybe they have the high intelligence and they just let this idiot
If
talk
they
for
had
some
spoken
reason.
up, we might have negotiated. It's their fault, really, when you think about it.
All right. There you go. No.
Okay, so they each got a minion. You know what? I'll just take out, or not the, like, not literal minion, but sure, I'll take on this guy instead. Or, still moving in the same square. Is there any backlash from the winds? Is it knocking me about any?
No, it cools you down and is very relaxing.
Fair enough. I like relaxing combat. I'm gonna use my
I wish I
nice,
was there. I'm
calm,
soaking
cool,
wet.
collected. But just nice, calm, cool, collected howling strike on this guy.
Okay. And he is nice, calm, cool, collected, and dead.
All right, literal minion, fantastic. I'm still gonna call it there.
Okay. Oh, well, and he's not there anymore, so just all the time spent worrying about the
To the
initiative
door.
order. Yeah. All right. And the great Mezzoparazzi.
Oh, let's see.
Did I think that guy
Woohoo!
angered you?
Oh yeah, he's a sham. I'm taking him down. As he can't really lift up the rope as much as it's heavy and wet. He's completely soaked, and he's just trudging his way through. And he's just like, "How dare you, you sham!" As he casts Chaos Bolt onto Reef. We pray.
Willem's like, oh god!
Oh, no. What a good time to go cold with your rolls. Okay.
Chaos will just whizzes past Willem's ear.
Yeah. He's he yells out, "Stop ducking!" He's not exactly. You can't tell if he's just aiming that at Willem or Reef. He's just, "Stop ducking!"
Oh, no.
I just think it's funny that from this angle where Willem is at, I literally only know about one person in this room.
Yes.
I have line of sight to nobody else.
Yes. And
As far as I know, this is still us versus him.
Yeah.
I saw an elemental pop up here to fight at the very least. Like,
Yeah, but I mean, you killed it so fast, I probably
Yeah.
didn't even notice.
He just spawned in and immediately dissipated.
mhm. Does-
That is his turn though.
Oh,
'cause he's
okay. Well, since Willem was concerned that it was just going to be a one-on-one fight, he won't have to worry about that much longer. So,
Yay!
you see another creature emerge from another humanoid with very heavily armored come crawling out of there. But he just kind of, that's as far as he can go. So actually, no, he's going to move. He'll do a dash. And he'll just go there. So, and that's it for him. And
Alrighty.
now Willem, suddenly realizing there are two, at least, enemies.
I am going to, yeah. So Willem is like, oh, okay, there's more going on here. That's perfectly fine. So I'm going to move up one. And as he moves and pulls his sword up, he sings out, "Shoot for the heart and take your aim. You can't kill or just maim." And do inspiring refrain against him. So charisma versus AC. Power. Inspiring refrain.
Oh, dear.
24.
What was the second one?
That was, and I accidentally hit the button twice.
Oh, okay. Luckily, the 24 is the one that counts. So,
Yes.
okay. All right. That
So
definitely hits.
13
Yep.
damage.
Mm-hmm.
And every ally within 5 squares of me gains a +1 power bonus to attack rolls until the end of my next turn. So basically everybody.
okay.
Fair.
And let's see. Modifier damage. Yeah, so 13 damage, and then
Okay.
the bonus, the buff for everybody.
All right. That's it for Willem.
Yes.
All right. She is going to.
Oh, and suddenly I can see other people. I'm like, oh, there's other people here.
And then I'm going to move this one out of the way. So then she is going to come face to face with Ashy. And
Okay.
actually, I take that back. She's not going to come face to face. She's going to go there. Because
Understandable.
she has a short bow that she would like to launch at you. And she fires off a bow. Swing and a miss.
Okay.
And that's all that she's got in her quiver.
She's got 3 friends in her quiver. That's all you need.
So then, this fellow, he's going to kind of move over there, and he has got a pretty nice looking flail that is actually flaming.
Ooh.
And he is going to go. He's going to have to do he'll do a dash. That's going to stop him right there, though, so he won't be able to use said flail just yet, but soon enough. Chisota.
Okay. Is it possible? I asked this question relating to small creatures, but if I do like a basketball, like a high jump, could I spring just like over Blaze Kindle Flame onto the other side of him?
With an acrobatics check, sure.
Acro? All right. Worst case, I'll end up right next to Willem. Oh.
Yeah, I'll go with it. Yeah.
And since I'm moving kind of, if we imagine a 3-dimensional matrix of squares, I am moving in such a way that would provoke opportunity attacks from Cliff and Blaze here.
Yeah, likely. So that maybe we'll get our first glimpse of that flail and see what it's doing. So he kind
Show
of
off your toys, Dungeon Master.
he flails it in your general direction, and
Don't encourage that.
Oh, that'll do it.
Yeah.
There you go.
And so that is going to give you a 8 damage, and it's going to be 3 ongoing fire damage.
Ooh.
And that's a save at end of my turn or start of my turn situation. Or is that
The
not
end. It'd be the save at the end of your turn.
cool? All right, so I've sprung
Who
into
has the
position
fire
here.
shard?
I do actually. If it's fire damage, that's not doing anything to me.
Oh, yep.
You're just on fire, but to look cool.
The damage from the flail was just piercing damage, but the fire damage, you would have resistance to that. Yeah.
Roger. Okay. I am in position here, so I will do. I think this is it. I think it's a daily time. I will do something called Bristling Defense, and this is segmented into 2 parts, one with my main hand and one with my offhand. Main will be on the rock guy.
That is not going to hit.
All right, but I get to make a second on Blaze.
And that one will definitely hit.
Okay, both of them are marked, and Blaze cannot benefit from combat advantage from flanking me with Pyre here.
Okay.
And I do have a minor action. I think I'll wait on that, though, until Pyre closes.
Okay.
And I am done.
All right. So our friend over here is actually going to just move and take up a position right there. And that is all that one is going to do. But then Reef Tide Pool is going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He is going to move 1, 2, 3 to here. And he is going to toss a shuriken over at Mezzoparazzi.
No! My queen!
10.
On AC or
Sorry, on yes, that's AC.
no?
No. So that one goes flying past you and clanks off the wall behind you.
My
Tane.
hair.
Real quick, I forgot about my +2 total melee attacks here. Would the 14 hit the rock dude?
And you added
That
the
was-
+1 that I gave you, right?
Yeah, that's in that +2.
This was AC?
Correct.
No.
All right,
Nope.
never mind.
Still
As you
would have
were.
missed. Tane.
All right. I'm going to first summon a medium toad.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
It's just what we needed.
Can you speak with the dead?
If they're amphibians.
You can speak with dead
medium toad?
amphibians. What a specific
Dead
power.
dead amphibian.
Medium toad.
Let's drop him right here. Hold on. I'm struggling.
Quick, summon the ghost of the toad from the Bugs Bunny cartoons.
See, right above Kindle Flame. Do we have something I can drop in there?
What are you needing to do?
A medium toad. A toad, just or any kind of
Just
we
a
could probably
token of
use-
some sort.
Yeah, we could
token,
use the token of the thing that Ashy killed.
I think Roll20 has a base library of some stuff as well.
Oh, sure.
Oh, I see. I gotcha. Okay, so let me
It's
see.
summon power.
I gotcha. I was completely not following, but now I'm with you. I'm a little slow, but I get there.
No, you're all right.
Let me. I feel like I might have a toad. So give me a second. No, unfortunately, but we'll just put something generic. Oh, here we go. This is the closest I got. Frog.
Oh yeah, that's perfect. That's all a medium toad is, just a big frog.
The closest I got, you produce a perfect toad.
Can we put him right here above Kindle Flame?
Sure thing. Like there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And as part of the summoning of him, I can have him make an attack. Let's have him go on Kindle Flame here. And he's
Oh yeah. Yep.
21
Yes.
for 12 damage.
Okay.
And I am going to use my action point now and charge Reef. And use my Storm Hammer. I can use it as a melee basic. Or I can use it as a charge. I can use it in place of the melee basic.
Okay.
Oh,
nope. Not this time.
Nope. Damn sure. But at least now.
Okay.
Off.
Is that it for taunting?
Yes, that's it.
Okay, and you should be able to control the toad now, the token.
Oh.
So. Okay. And we've got another guy moving out of here. He's gonna head up this way. But he's gonna stop right there, and then Pyre is actually going to he'll move there, but he's gonna just stay in there, and then we're back to Ashy.
All right. Well, if Kindle Flame wants to play around with their fire weapon, I'm going to play around with my fire weapon. Daily time.
Uh-oh.
Move action, shift 1 square forward. Minor action, Oath of Enmity. So I have advantage on attack rolls against her for this round and next round. And then I'm going to cast, let me get the exact name. Rune of Endless Flame. Which, second attack roll. Natural 19.
Yep. Okay. Yep.
So 14 damage. And my weapon, after that hits, 14 damage, fire and radiant. And she's blinded till the end of my next turn.
Okay.
Until end of encounter, I have +2 damage on, or bonus on damage rolls. And my weapon is fire and radiant for rest of encounter.
Okay. That was pretty impressive.
So only 14 damage, but I'm then going to action point here.
Oh, did you say action point?
I did say action point.
I have resourceful leader, which it means that Mesopraxy is just going to yell at you. She consumes that action point of just hit her already. Do it, kill. And resourceful leader bolsters. When you make an attack roll, if you hit, you get +3 damage. But if you miss, you get you get 3 temporary hit points.
All right, fantastic. I'm then gonna go for the avalanche strike, which dodging the nat one for a nat 20.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
So base damage is 3W.
Oh my
so
gosh.
8, 16, 24. I then roll the high crit. For 3 more damage on top of that. So 27 plus strength modifier is 31 points of damage, plus 3 more for Mesoparazzi, plus 2 more for weapon on fire. 36 damage.
In the middle of dying, she looks up at you and says, "Please stop killing me."
He's already dead.
You died 2 hits ago.
That said, that is like all of my big stuff spent here. That is my daily, that is my big encounter power. Okay. That is my accuracy buff. That is my turn. I'm out of actions.
I think you've done enough, so yeah. I think it's time to see what the great Mesoparazzi can bring to this encounter.
Wait, Rampage activates, I can attack her again.
Oh.
Smack her again.
Literally kick her balls.
Right.
I have no other targets for it, so I'm just...
Okay, ooh. It's a lot of targets. But I still got beef!
As he's gonna cast Chaos Bolt on Reef again.
Okay.
Yeah, he's really, really, really invested. Like
yes.
you don't attempt to outsham the Mesoparazzi. For a 17 versus Will.
Versus Will, yes, definitely.
It's unfortunately an odd roll, so it does not get to
Except
continue.
that you had +1 for what I gave you.
Yes. But it is a natural roll, so I only...
Oh, got it.
Natural
Okay,
rolled
I
a
see what you're saying.
13. I natural rolled a 13, so it does not get to trigger. And it's an odd number, so Wild Magic only lets me have a saving throw instead of +1 AC.
Well, he is bloodied, so and with the psychic damage, he is starting to question some of his choices he made in life. So
he should have clearly just worshipped the great Mesoparazzi instead.
I at least have connections.
And oh, it's such an awkward position. Oh, it's so unfortunate everyone's spread out. Because if I do any AoEs, it's gonna hit everybody. Let's see.
But you never really liked anybody anyway, right? So, you know.
Yeah, no, they're useful, they're helpful. He can't do things by himself. All he has is a lot of spells.
Fire. Soda resists fire. You're fine.
I was thinking Blazing Starfall, though.
Exactly. Oh,
no,
that's
he's
radiant,
going to
isn't it?
action surge and cast yet another Chaos Bolt. He's really in it this time. He's gambling. He's we want to see an even number. He's whispering to himself as he's casting even numbers. On Reef again for a 15. It's an odd number again.
It is still enough to hit.
Woohoo!
And that's 10 damage. And
Take that, you sham!
yes, Reef will not be scamming anybody else now.
And he will shift 1 backwards just to get out of the way a little bit and pass his turn.
All right. And Cliff sees Willem standing right there and is looking. Oh wait, Cliff is marked by
Cliffs and Blazers, both marked by me.
Yeah, so he thinks better of it and turns his attention to the interesting tiny or small creature standing there to his quarter, and swings his warhammer at you. Oh yeah, right? Yes.
That'll do.
Yeah.
That's a huge hit.
All right. So that is going to be 9 damage, and you are shifted 1 square.
Oh no.
So, that, by my count, shifting away is going to put you over there. Which now puts you in because you've just entered into this fiery area over here.
I sure am.
Yes. And that is going to, if I can find my notes. Ooh. And that is
whatever that's attacking.
it's attacking. It is going to be attacking your armor class, and it is going to be 5 fire damage.
I take no damage from that thanks to this fire shard.
Oh well, there's that. So I don't know why we were so concerned.
Actually, I was sitting here this whole time going B5 or less, B5 or less, B5 or less.
Yeah, I actuate my mantis eyes at him and give the T1000 like finger with,
right. With which finger? All of them.
finger number 2. Finger number 3, excuse me, on hand C.
All right. Willem.
All right. Since we're throwing around daily powers, I'm going to use one. You guys are going to have to forgive me, but this is the one that I had written. I had gotten a song specifically for. I'm going to use Slayer's song. And he's going to look at Cliff Stoneheart here and goes, "Why are you fighting like you're inebriated? I see the way you're about to get messed up, stabbed, and mutilated." And then strike with my sword.
Oh.
So.
Oh,
that hurts.
Man.
Oh.
that hurts in many ways.
Yeah, it does. I'm going to action surge and spend an action point.
It is not once per encounter. It's when you use an action point, so it's your encounter power. And he's just like, "Stop missing! Stop!" He tries to bolster you to hit better, hit good.
Get good! And I'm going to then... Let's see. That was my daily. I've used my...
I just looked up that one. You have half damage on a miss.
Oh, that's right, yeah. So I still do half damage plus the 2 force damage, so it would be half of 17.
8 and 2, so 10 damage?
10 damage.
Okay.
Okay, good. I at least got something out of that.
And there's an effect.
And the effect, until the end of the encounter, whenever I hit an enemy, that enemy grants combat advantage to myself and my allies until the end of my next turn.
Ooh.
So I'm going to action surge.
Okay.
And I'm going to vicious mockery at him. And I'm just be like, "Look at that. You're so bad at this. I hurt you and I missed." And vicious mockery. 14 versus Will.
14 versus Will. Will, yes, hit indeed.
All right. So he takes 8 damage and -2 to attack rolls until the end of my next turn.
Okay.
Plus 3 damage with resourceful leader because you hit.
Okay, so plus damage with resourceful leader. And also everybody has combat advantage until next turn against him. So he's got -2 and everybody has combat advantage against him.
Yeehaw.
Whew.
Do be careful with casting spells in melee.
Is that
'Cause
it
ranged
for...
attacks-
Yeah, that's true. Is that it for Willem?
Oh, that's... Yeah, that's it for Willem.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I'm gonna risk the attack of opportunity since he's kind of at disadvantage anyway. I'm gonna back up.
Okay. So he'll swing his warhammer, just to. Actually, well, he'll take a -2, I think, even with it, but.
Yeah.
Yep, that's true.
So, not that it matters.
All right, that'll miss, and I am back over here to be in a support position since my big melee stuff is basically done now.
All right, and I should get rid of so blaze, kindle flame. Is also marked, right? So.
Yes, he is.
All right, so he's going to he's gonna he's gonna move, which is gonna be an opportunity attack for the toad.
All right.
Get him, Toad.
Oh yeah, okay,
60.
okay.
And the target is pulled 2 squares.
Oh, oh
I guess he's fighting the frog.
yeah.
You ain't moving.
Oh, what did I
You
just
ain't
do?
moving.
Oh no, I just hang on.
Well,
He's been deleted. He's been highlighted.
Yes, I pulled an ashy on that one.
Or to a different plane of existence.
How strong is that tongue? Oh my goodness.
You want to know.
Where are we?
He's returned to the Emerald Dream. God bless.
Nope, wrong one. There we go. Okay.
Yes, Sarah's like, I don't want him.
So he's back here now. So
See?
all right, well then
If he still has movement, could he continue moving on his original course? Because it's up to you.
how do I break away from the I assume he's got a nice toad tongue wrapped around him?
I don't think it just says he's pulled. It's not that he's grabbed.
Okay.
I think he just back.
So I could still move now, and because you can't do another opportunity attack on me. As I only moved 1 square, and you pulled me back, but now I'm going to move a 2nd square, which
Now,
is still.
here's a question: if he moved into 1 square, because is not the text of no, I wouldn't get an opportunity attack for him re-entering my reach because he's moved 2 squares. No, never mind. I'm good.
Right. Yeah. Yep. All right. So he's going to move back here, and then he's going to swing the flaming flail at Chisota versus armor class 19.
Yeah, that'll do you.
Okay, and that's going to be 8 damage and then 5 ongoing fire damage, but we all know about that, right? So
It's not additive, right?
nope, it'll be just a total. So since you already are not,
I'm good.
you're already not taking the first 5, you're not going to also take this 5. So, all right,
I need help.
and this water is going to stay right where he is. Reef Tide Pool is no longer here. Wow, this list is getting shorter and shorter.
I think
Oh.
we skipped me.
Did we?
Yeah, somehow.
Where are you? Oh, I did. Sorry.
It's because the guy got deleted.
Oh,
it's
yes, you're
you got
right.
it back in.
Yep, thank you.
Yeah.
So, okay. That was the shady DM way of trying to not let you take your turn because
That's all right.
Distract everyone by deleting your own token.
Okay, so I'm going to do a goading maneuver, or what do I want to do here? I think I will first throw out the claws and direct it both at the minion and that homeboy here.
so the minion.
First attack will be. Oh, I was going to do the first attack on the homeboy and then the second attack on the minion.
Of course it is. Yeah. So, yep. So-
With the cavalcade of bonuses here, this becomes a +4 to hit Blaze, so 18.
Mm-hmm.
And that does 9 damage to him.
Okay.
And then a 14 versus the minion.
And that will hit the minion also.
Cool.
So
So I have a shift 2 attached to. Oh wait, no. That was my first plan. My second. Oh my gosh, they're both gone.
yeah.
Oh hallelujah.
Okay.
Then I will. This is not so good if I only have one target to deal with. I guess I'll close into Cliff, taking a long route around an L shape.
Sure. Yeah.
And he's still residually marked from my first turn.
Mm-hmm.
So I will make a wicked strike with my main hand localize, which with
And you do have combat advantage.
So this will be a total of +3 from what I. Man, I can't roll damage for anything.
Well, it doesn't really matter because he only had 2 left, so.
Well, tapped him out.
Yep.
And let's have one final laugh here, I suppose. And I'll use an action point and draw a hand axe from my chitin strapping, and just make a basic ranged hand axe throw at mud.
Okay.
Go full action hero.
With resourceful leader, except as a process, she's like, yes, yes, that's my buggy.
And mud.
Yeah, there we go.
It is absolutely a hit.
And then I collapse in a steaming mantis heap.
And as the final of these supposed warriors falls, the water elemental here kind of just fades into the water, and
He casts Nope as a standard action.
yes. And actually the water starts to move a little slower. The fire kind of dies down a little bit. The air stops moving quite so fast. So there's a calmness that comes about this chamber.
Good work all around. No, but keep in mind, we may be a difficult fight ahead, so I'm just kidding.
Yeah, got it.
I'm going to play a Song of Rest
Okay.
for anybody that needs it. So spend Healing Surge and add 4 to each of the surges you spend.
I put out my lightsaber.
If anyone cares to claim the flaming flail that Blaze was
Can I use
carrying.
that? Actually, I don't think I can use a flail because I think that's martial, isn't it?
Believe it's Marshall.
Looking into it.
Yeah.
It's military, yeah, which is.
Oh, so yeah, I cannot use that. I will, however, start looting bodies and looking around, and
Okay.
once we're done resting.
Is there anywhere in particular you want to look around in this chamber?
I suggest everybody pick a sarcophagus and do some looting.
I was gonna say, I'm curious about the table in the middle while everyone else handles those, because I guess 5-player party.
So there are some primordial runes on this inscribed in this table.
Oh, okay. As the resident expert on runes, I attempt to decipher them.
Okay. Do a Arcana check.
Sure. Oh. Not 20.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. So the gist of what's said in these runes is it speaks of the balance of power between the elementals and how each warrior here is being held using a magical lock from their opposing element.
Okay.
And so it warns to not remove these locks.
Everyone, when you're inspecting the coffins, double check what's on them and try not to take anything off of them.
Well,
And
I would think that the keys that we have, the shards we have, are probably what those locks were.
You know,
Which
that
is
might explain
probably
how
what
these
happened
idiots got
is-
free.
Ooh,
I'm not sure if
yeah.
these idiots were trying to free them or were them.
I think somebody was looting and
yeah,
I agree.
the as you look at the sarcophagi, you can see that they are inscribed with the names of the people that you were just fighting.
Okay.
And there is clearly a spot on each sarcophagus that seems to be perfectly shaped for the shards that you have.
yeah, somebody came in and disturbed. By the way, did we ever find an air shard?
No, you did not.
I think somebody must have stolen the air shard and woke everybody up.
Yeah, 'cause we found
Inventory,
water shard in the
it's
first room.
Did we check the guy at the entrance?
Does he have the last shard?
I don't have the last one. He might be the one that did this in the first place.
Everybody run! Get him! I don't think it matters. I think we've pretty much solved the problem regardless.
Yes, there's definitely seems to be a calmness, at least in the chamber, from when you first entered. Things are not nearly as chaotic as they were. And I think with that,
we will go.
yeah. There is some gold to be had here, actually. Yeah. So there is amongst the ground. So the as Reef indicated when you came in, there has been a group of worshipers and followers that have come in to pay their respects in however flawed that might be. So there actually is a total of 90 gold scattered about the ground in various places within this chamber.
Mazzaparazzi, I think these are those things you were talking about.
And guys, I seem to have found 75 gold scattered about the chamber.
You guys keep the gold. I will just hold on to the heavy flail so we don't just leave it behind here.
Do any of the others have any interesting weapons, or was really that the...
No, that's the only one that had an interesting weapon, yeah. The rest of them were as phony as they appeared. They basically were just,
They were just
The
level 1
sham.
adventurers pretending to be these powerful elementals.
Yes. Yep.
Well, considering a bunch of level 1 adventurers killed them,
Yeah.
that's not terribly surprising.
Yes.
I just love the logic of it's genius. Okay, now we then pose as elementals in this game. Joking.
Are we retreating out of this cave complex?
No, I think we're setting up a base here. We own this place now. So, yes, yeah.
There's definitely a
So
moment
18
where
gold, 18 gold each, by the way, everybody.
one of us has to turn to the lady that we tied up at the beginning. Like, well, looks like you got to go searching for some new gods.
Hey, we kind of killed those guys.
So is she being freed? Are we?
Yeah, I mean,
Has she been
we're
Before we
ruining
go-
her entire religion, but we'll at least let her go.
The Mazzaparazzi just pats her on the back and just goes like, "Look, some people get scammed all the time. You just gotta find a proper primordial, or if you want to do that kind of stuff. I got connections. I'll let you know."
But anyway, it was good to see you, Mark.
So she just kind of wanders off with her head down and tries to think about what her next cult she might find. Whoa! And then she warps into.
Those words that are called figurative.
Yes.
Goodbye, Mark.
Wait. When she's here, Kendrick, it's an attack of opportunity.
All right. So with that, you head back into town, and over the next few days and weeks, everything is clearly back to normal. The mayor gives you 20 gold as a reward for your efforts. and life continues on. And for all of the work, you will collect 3,070 experience points for this.
Ooh.
Each?
No, each. I mean, total, not each.
I remember the first stream someone asked that same question.
So 750 apiece. We're just shy of a level
And
up.
I know who it was, actually. I'm sure it was my friend. It's a 750 apiece.
Yes. And there we go. That is the conclusion of this adventure. So,
Yay.
Good job, team.
yes,
Hey!
they've
Good job.
successfully saved the world from elemental annihilation. Well, at least in their minds, it would have been elemental annihilation. I'm not sure they would have made it very far, but they were clearly causing some
We've
trouble.
at least saved the 3 square mile area from elemental annihilation.
Yes.
It's like
So-
some Doofenshmirtz level of attack there.
Exactly.
I will destroy the entire 3 mile square area.
Excellent. All right. Well, good deal. I appreciate everybody joining. I hope everybody had a good time. I had a good time with it.
It was
Oh, yeah, this was
fantastic.
great.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Yeah,
There's
thank you all.
some seriously powerful characters. Some of you guys, I like.
Some of it was the rolls too.
There's one that I think it's Ashy. It's yours. That it's like when it pasted in, it's like a book to read through all the stuff that it does. I'm like, oh my goodness.
That is. So that one in particular was just I dipped multi-class Avenger for their once per encounter, like roll twice on attack rolls thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then I took that with like the really fragile, like lower my AC by a bunch but do a bunch of damage. And I'm like, if this misses, I'm gonna be really sad. So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna try and help it hit.
It is really sad when you miss with your big one.
Yeah. I really wish more of them had a miss for those. I feel like all the dailies should have a miss, something for a miss, or at least do the
Almost every
retry.
daily does.
They usually do, but there's a few.
It was good that I got the between the two. I still got 10 damage in for it. So
Yeah.
Should we go around and give one last round of pluggables for those who have pluggables?
Oh, absolutely. Yes, let's do that. So, Ashley, if you want to go first, I'll call out names this time, maybe to make it a little easier. So, Ashley, if you want to go first.
Depending on when this uploads, I'm just gonna shout out Older's birthday is on October 11th, which is upcoming Friday for us.
happy early birthday!
Yes, happy birthday.
Oh,
All right, Indie Hawk.
Oh, yes. I have no online presence, but I am in the comments section. However, there is a minor pluggable. I know you've made some beautiful form fillable sheets, and I was the guy who wrote a comment on one of your community posts being like, this looks like a tax form, no offense. It's not even for you, but I'm not afraid of the basic 4E sheets. But I found some beautiful ones by a graphic designer named Jasmine May Frederick. And I made those form fillable, and those should be in the comment section below. They have a very hand-drawn sort of gothic medical art look to them, and they're way easier for an eye to grab information from.
Ulner.
Hi, yes, it is my birthday on Friday, the 11th of October. But also, if you're ever interested in card games or me ranting for 4.5 hours about dungeon crawlers, especially those between the 1980s and 1990s, feel free to just check me out on twitch.tv/Ulner.
Excellent. Taco Sandwich.
Yeah, so as he said, my username is Taco Sandwich. I am on Twitch basically every Tuesday and Thursday. I may pick up another stream here and there, just sort of depending. You can find me at twitch.tv/Taco Sandwich. I mainly do Xbox gaming, but I am working on launching a YouTube channel as well to have some much more nerdy Dungeons and Dragons content.
And I will have all the links down in the description of the video when it goes up. So anyone watching, please check down there. You can see the links. And I think with that, we will bring this to a close. So thank you, everyone. Had a great time.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, everyone.
thank you.